Pick one. Gun to your head right now. Do it. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna fucking put a bullet in your head. You're gonna die. You're gonna die.
Fine, so lovely.
Of aggressive homosexuality. Welcome to the Weeb Crew. I'm your host, Psyotic.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Oh, what a crazy intro!
What?
What are
Hey,
we-
we
what are we
gotta do an
doing?
intro. That seemed like as good of a point as are we not the quintessential aggressively homosexual anime podcast available on these platforms or in your local supermarket?
Are we?
I mean, we do want to run the train on CoffeeZilla, I guess. So I don't know if we can't really say much.
Oh yeah, that's just like our
I
bit.
definitely would.
What's the like Tom Scott's law? Anything you say about someone online will inevitably get back to them. Meaning the CoffeeZilla will at some point in the future.
CoffeeZilla, listen, I love your work. If you ever see this, I don't want to run a trade on you, but
I don't know what they're talking
interested.
about. I don't have anything to do with this. I'm not affiliated with these gentlemen in any such way.
Yeah, CoffeeZilla, if you hear this,
you're interested,
come
if
on the
you're interested a little
podcast.
bit.
CoffeeZilla, if you hear this, give me $5.
Come on the pod.
Mr. Beast, can I have $10?
Come on the pod, CoffeeZilla. I'll make sure to swallow. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
You come on the pod, we'll come on the pod.
Yeah, no, that's why we gotta run. That's why we gotta run a crypto scam. That's why we gotta run a crypto scam so we can get him on the podcast, and he's gonna like approach us being like, "Why did you run this crypto rug pull?" And we'll be like, "Tell us about your favorite anime."
We call it Weeb Coin.
Weeb.
Oh, it'd be. It's so perfect.
No, I mean, certainly someone's already made Weeb Coin, right? We would give it something like we would give it a better name, like Trash Taste Coin.
You know what? Yeah.
That would be the play. Yeah, people would fall for that.
That would be the play.
Be sure to use the code Mother's Basement 10 when buying Trash Taste Coin off of what's a BitChute? Can you buy Bitcoin on Bit? What is BitChute?
Racist
like a-
YouTube.
Oh.
No, go to pump.fun.
Pump.fun. Yeah, that one.
There you go.
Pump.fun. Well, you can get trash taste coin.
BitConnect still around?
Some
That's
crypto off of like Robin Hood.
They got killed by the FTC.
I don't think you can get like the cool like rug pull ones, but you can get some on Robin Hood or.
Well, they're all rug pulls. It's just a matter of when.
Remember how in our analytics said that we should probably get to talking about the topic faster? I'm your host, Psyotic, and as always, I'm joined by my co-host, Mumi.
Hi.
And we
I'm
have
freezing.
two guests today. One, we have Mize Kurosaki.
What's good, motherfuckers?
And then, also incidentally, Gillight is just here with me in my apartment. He just showed up at my door, and I was like, oh, I guess I have to let him in now.
Yeah, I've seen like 2 anime from last year.
Yeah, so this is you're just gonna sit there and be quiet.
I usually watch like 100, but I've seen like 2.
You fell off.
I fell off.
Otaku
Damn.
graduation. Get the fuck out of my apartment.
Yeah,
You'll
you
sing,
guys heard about the Starbucks union?
You'll see Dish Otoko in a whole new light now.
So yeah, I guess we're talking about our favorite. We're doing our anime of the year episode. Talking about our favorite anime from 2025. We've already started talking a little bit about the anime that came out last year. Last season kind of sucked.
Yeah, Winter 2025 was not the best. I don't think people hate on it a lot. There are some good stuff out in there that I think saves it, but it wasn't great.
I'll put it this way. Of like my top anime of the year from last year, I don't think a single one is from last season.
Oh hell no!
I mean, it's
okay,
weird.
unless you include Fujimoto Tatsuki 1726.
I don't even know if that's in my top 10.
Oh, I meant to watch that. I got so lost in holiday stuff, I just forgot.
It's really good.
Oh, it's good. It's good.
But that being said, I do have a vendetta against Fujimoto right now. So
oh shit!
What did he do?
I don't know why it rubbed me the wrong way, but
The
I know
Chainsaw Man
apparently
guy?
he had it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently he had an interview where he watched the Chainsaw Man movie that came out recently, and he was like, "Man, I just don't know why somebody would make an ending like that." And I'm like, "Fuck you, Fujimoto! Fuck you, Fujimoto! No!
Listen, he is a victim to his own like, all right. He just goes where the story takes him. He doesn't have any control or agency. He's along for the ride like everyone else.
Anytime he writes a story, he just blanks out. He's like, "Oh, okay."
Like, oh, I guess the other personality took over for the last 3 hours.
Fair. That would explain how confusing part 2 is.
I respect it.
But last year in general is kind of weird because I feel like the winter and fall seasons, you know, that kind of bookend the year, not particularly great, and then the spring and summer seasons just had so much good anime coming out in them. It's kind of like, I think most of my top 10 is basically just from those 2 seasons.
No, wait, I thought winter had a lot of stuff in it. I thought winter had a lot of good.
Winter was pretty good. Yeah, winter was a lot better than fall, at least.
Winter was better than fall. I'll give it that.
Yes.
I feel like it had a healthier balance. Because like you had Medalist and Zenshu, which were like the good shows.
Mm-hmm.
Some people are going to disagree with Zenshu, but
Actually, you know what? I disliked Zenshu up till I think 2 months ago.
damn, what happened?
What would change your opinion on it?
So
That's almost more interesting than if you liked it.
So I didn't necessarily. I think I got lost, like, in the story for the last like 2 or 3 episodes because everything felt kind of just sudden, and then there was the whole thing with her going back. I didn't necessarily like that, and then I was like, well, what was the point of everything we just did? And I kind of just sat there one night while scrolling through anime I saw, and I was like, she's healing. Oh shit. Yeah. I was like, it's a story about her healing.
Yeah.
So it just clicked in my mind.
It's one of those, I think people get kind of caught up in like the story, like the surface elements of the storytelling, and then like they don't, which is like fair, like it's not like you blame anybody for it, but it's like yeah, there's a lot of meta stuff going on. Like this is just all about working through and like finding your passion for animation again. Like she's hitting all the kind of plot beats of like her life, essentially, like all the animations she does to fight I forget what they were called now, whatever the things were.
Yeah.
The Void. The Void.
The Void, yes.
All the animations she does to fight the Void are all like works that either like inspired her or that she worked on. And like you can see it like in the backgrounds of which she's in the studio, like all the stuff that the studio did is stuff that she's making reference to when she's animating. And she's kind of finding like, oh, the stuff that I did before is not going to work. I need to evolve and iterate. That's the kind of shit that I like. Is kind of getting lost in that kind of like meta narrative stuff. So I can understand like why people might dislike it. I think when people are like, "Oh, this is dog shit," it's kind of a bit like excessive.
Well, that's kind of the hard thing. Is like, in some sense, it's intentionally shit and like aesthetically doesn't make any sense or fit together all that well because
it is like a bad movie.
Yeah, which like, I think we talked about this is like. I kind of want to see what that movie was.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Like what the actual movie that she saw as a kid was, and this being like, yeah, that was fucking random shit. Just happens.
Yeah.
I mean, we kind of saw it as we went. I mean, obviously she's way more involved in it than before.
Right.
So it's a lot different. But I would be curious to see what it is without her. Like. How bad really was this?
But I think for me,
we get like insight into stuff because like that elf girl or whatever, like she explains like, oh yeah, in the movie she just does this thing and no one knows why. Like she never explore her character or like her motivation for why she did this thing. So like that gets explained in the anime that we have like context for. But I imagine if you're just like watching this as a movie without her intervention, or
yeah,
like,
well, no,
kind of context
I remember
for that
literally
kind of thing.
making that comment, being like, "This wasn't explained in the movie. What the fuck?"
Yeah, it's like if this wasn't explained, then what
Yeah,
when did you assume people would interpret this?
No wonder
fucking turned into a
everyone
mod
hated
hater.
this movie. But I think for me, the biggest issue I had with Zenshu is I just did not particularly care about either the main girl or Luke or just any of the characters that much.
Really?
Yeah, I just was not really into them. So I was just kind of like, yeah. I mean, I like the animation references and stuff, but I was never particularly emotionally invested in the story that would then like get me more roped into like the metatextual aspects of it.
I love Natsuko. She was great.
That is fair. I think if it leaned more into that, it could have worked a little better. Oh, but I feel like they're playing the meta narrative in that regard. It's a thin line.
Like I did like the episode where we kind of see like the main girls like past like not really relationships, but like we kind of get more of her like backstory. I really liked that episode. But
see, that's what started to confuse me because there was that episode, and then like, God, I did rewatch it once I got the connection. Everything made so much more sense. But the initial watch of it, I sat there. I'm like, okay, we're seeing her points. Is the point that she's she's dedicated and she's not, or is it the fact that like she has missed out on love and then she found it in this world?
Well, she's trying to reconcile like that she's not had a typical like experience with like love, right? So she starts thinking back to like all these moments in her life that like they had a kind of typical romance setup. You had like the girl that really admired her in her art and had you could say had like a kind of crush on her, not necessarily like a romantic one, but it's like a fascination.
One
kind
of
thing.
admiration. Yeah, one of admiration.
Then you get the boy that has a crush on her and like romantically wants to be involved with her, but she's just like focused on drawing. She's kind of reconciling that with her passion for animation and like being in the industry, and she's coming to recognize that her first love was actually this movie that she's just fascinated with and like can't separate herself from, and realizing how much of an impact that movie had on her life and how much inspiration she took and how much it kind of dictated her entire career is like almost all these works that she worked on, all these cuts she's done were almost in response to the show and trying to like reconcile her feelings for this show. And so it's her realizing like her first love was anime, like the industry.
Mm-hmm.
No, I realized that, and I was just like, oh, you see that like the whole thing is her realizing that like, oh, I'm not like I didn't miss out on anything. I've always been with my first love, and I'm going to defend my first love, which is why like I get the whole point is, oh, we're bringing you back into this world, bringing you into this world to be like, hey, remember, we're your first love, but also don't get too bogged down on it. You can appreciate us without sacrificing yourself for it. So I was like, oh, okay. I get it now.
Yeah, I really liked it.
But I'd say our favorite, at least Mumi and I's favorite anime of the winter season was definitely Metalist.
Yeah.
I feel so bad. I looked at that and I was like, I think in my video I said,
use your words carefully.
And to be fair, this is before I saw what the hype was. But like the way I do my research, every season I do like a video of like what I'm going to watch, but I only base it on the trailers and then the description. That's like all I watch. And so I sat there in my season video and was like, this would probably be a like middle of the road whatever anime. I was so wrong because everyone was like, this is the best shit ever. I'm like, is it though? And like I've seen clips, I'm like, oh, I've made a terrible mistake. And I've done that. I still think my worst one is Jujutsu Kaisen, where I said, bro, this just looks like another shonen slop. And I was so wrong. I was like, oh, this became the biggest show, and holy shit.
Yeah, I it's funny because I actually picked up Jujutsu Kaisen because I didn't like Demon Slayer. I picked up Demon Slayer because I was like, I kind of just feel like watching something light with like good animation and that I can enjoy. And I watch it and I'm like, I really did like, what the fuck? This kind of sucked. And so I was like, well, maybe when JJK came out, I was like, well, maybe that's gonna like have my strike zone for that. And I ended up like, I had fun with season 1. I didn't like think it was amazing. Like I appreciate some parts. But then season 2 came out. I was like, holy shit, what the fuck is happening right now?
It's like everyone is dying. Why?
This is insane. And then this season's just prestige slop. It's great.
It's amazing. I will say I was a season. I love JJK from the jump. So everything about it. I am part of Lobotomy Kaisen. I am part of the problem. I will fully admit that. I will fully admit that.
So I mean, we didn't do a great job at introducing you, like as far as like a content creator, but you do a lot of like.
Oh, that's right.
I guess we should. Yeah, you haven't had a guest on in a while, so.
You do a lot of seasonal kind of like reaction stuff. Like you talk about like each individual episode. Actually, I think I don't remember how we found you, but I remember my favorite bit is like you have a short of you talking about Subasho. And it's the episode where like it's revealed that she's not actually reincarnated, she like possessed the daughter or whatever, and you're like, this possession. You see what this is doing to my mental?
I remember that because I remember, oh my god, I actually remember that particular video because I remember watching it, immediately recording after it, and I'm just like, guys, it's not reincarnation, it's possession. She's still alive. I'm like, oh my god.
Oh, I loved that short. I was like, oh my god, this is great. I think that's when we subbed you. Or no, I might have subbed you before that, but I was like, holy shit.
Oh my god. Well, to give context, I do a bunch of stuff. So like I do like I've actually started doing the daily, like, reaction review stuff again, but I mostly focus on, like, doing, like, a weekly review stuff, which I had some people be like, hey, you upload a lot of reviews. You're not using AI for your scripts, right? I'm like, no, I just sleep, like, 3 hours a day.
I wish I could upload once a week. Holy shit.
Don't. It's not worth it. I'm only doing it just so I can really grow, man. The moment I'm able to like get to comfortable, I'm going down.
What are you talking about?
I've already planned this out. I can't do this anymore, man.
We do upload once
mind
a
you,
week.
I don't. Well, we do for like the pod, but that's. I mean, like, I wish I could write a script and make a video in a week.
Yeah.
Like, I wish not that I want to do that necessarily. I wish I was capable of doing that.
I don't do that in the week. So okay, so my whole process that I do is so take the seasonal the season the way the anime runs, right? Right at the last 2 to 3 weeks, I am doing nothing but writing scripts because I've already watched 10 anime. I already have all my ideas. I look back at old anime I watched and see if I can comment about it. And it's just 3 weeks of writing nothing but scripts. And then it's just 1 week of recording all of those scripts. So that for the next 3 months, I could just watch anime. And then all I have to do is edit once for like 6 hours a day.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I won't be on camera and I don't have like a VTuber rig. So like, I feel like it's harder for me to like put visuals together because like I don't want to just have like a clip playing unbroken and run the risk of a copyright strike and getting the video like where I have to fucking just blur shit out or just re-upload it.
Yeah.
So
just record yourself.
That's what I just said. I don't want to be on camera.
I think we would get negative views if we appeared on camera. I think people would report our channel if we appeared on camera.
That Justin Bieber watching anime?
She's like, God, what the fuck?
I thought Kanata killed you with the Death Note.
Yeah, so you do a lot of like you're on the seasonal grind set. How much did we watch from last year? Like, do we have I think me and Psy are pretty comparable as far as like I ended up watching like 80 shows.
Yeah, 80 something, yeah.
I watched 40. I was on track to be on 60, but I'm not gonna lie, the last like 2 months, once the holiday started, like Thanksgiving, I was pulled so many different which ways. So
Yeah.
I was like, well, I can't finish it because now people actually want to interact with me. Fuck.
I have a life now. Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what happened. I was like, oh, I have a life. God, I forgot.
The holiday
Well,
season
it's
is
a
a
good
great
season.
inconvenience for trying to watch anime. Honestly, you know what? Can we just abolish all holidays?
Abolish holidays.
I'll get
Yeah,
rid of them.
wait, no, I don't get holiday pay from work. We can't do that.
So we watched like on average like 20 shows. I think that's a good average. I say good. I don't.
I would say that is above it. I would say all of us are above average because I don't think the average.
Most people watch like
will watch
maybe
more than
five at most.
At most.
Yeah, they're
five
not
would be a
watching
lot,
more than
yeah.
5, and it's all going to be sequel stuff that they've watched.
Usually,
they're probably
yeah.
not watching anything new. But speaking of sequel stuff, how are you guys not talking about the biggest anime that came out in the winter?
The
What?
biggest.
My boy Solo Leveling.
Oh shit.
My boy Solo Leveling.
I still
didn't
need to
we didn't watch
muster.
season 2.
I need to muster the will and fortitude to finish season 1.
Oh my god.
I'm okay with season 1. I had zero
Fine.
interest in ever continuing it though, to be honest.
You know what? I will say this. I was on the same boat. Listen to me. Listen. Here's the church of Jinwoo for you. I was also on that same boat. All right. I didn't think season 1 was that great. I was like, it's at best a 6 out of 10, maybe a 7 out of 10. But you gotta let Jinwoo into your heart, because once you allow yourself to get into season 2, then you'll see the truth. Then you'll see the Messiah come and fucking Aura farm around you all the time.
I feel like
he is Aura farm incarnate.
I feel like this is turning into the second coming of Mahoka, the fucking regular Magic Academy. Where it's like, praise Onisama, no gods, no kings, only Onisama.
We're not going that far. We're not going that far. But listen, I'm not that much of a Solo Leveling shill. Despite what I just said, it's definitely a lot better than season 1.
Okay.
But if you weren't into season 2, probably not going to be in this. If you weren't into season 1, probably not going to be into season 2.
Okay.
Because season 2 is, as much as people don't want to admit it, I like season 2. I think it adds a lot of good things. I think it has one of my personal favorite episodes in episode 9 for the year. But it is carried by a lot of animation. I hate putting that on anime, but people probably wouldn't care if the fight sequences were not as well animated as it was.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's fine to a certain extent for action. My thing with action anime is like having nice action for me is a nice plus, but ultimately, like if it's just well animated, like I need to be invested in like the subtext or like the character motivations to the fights and stuff like that. So if it's just like a well animated fight scene, I'm like, that's cool. Like I prefer a well animated fight scene to a not well animated fight scene. But overall, I would prefer a not well animated fight scene where I really am emotionally invested in the fight than a well animated fight scene where I'm not emotionally invested. If that makes any sense.
This is where we differ, because like I like action stuff. For me to just be able to continue watching it has to be like really well done action, which I'm kind of particular about. If there's, because again, it kind of goes back to appreciation, right? Like if I can't appreciate what's going on in like a story or like subtext or themes or characters or whatever.
Yeah.
If you all you have is action, I have to really be able to appreciate your action.
Yeah.
But for me to be able to appreciate it basically just has to not trip over its own dick and get in its own way. So like Demon Slayer again, I'm gonna beat up on it. That was a show where like the story actively was like a detriment to my experience. Where like I wasn't a big fan of the animation of Demon Slayer in general. Like it didn't do it for me as much as like a Jujutsu Kaisen. Like,
oh, okay. If we're comparing, that's fine.
Yeah.
I could see something like that.
But like, even on top of that, like the story and like the characterization and stuff like that was really grating to me, because it was basically like kind of like the worst parts of Naruto for me, but now just turned into a whole series where they're like speed running to shoot an exam or something. I was like, okay, or the retrieve Sasuke, whatever the fuck arc I don't remember exactly which one I made a comparison to.
The Sasuke retrieval arc.
Yeah, this is just season 1, mind you. I haven't watched anything past that. I have zero interest, but yeah. Like that was a show that like actively was a detriment to itself, whereas like something like Jujutsu Kaisen has some elements that I'm like I could see would be more detrimental, but I appreciate the action to a point. It doesn't really bother me as much.
Mm-hmm. For me, it's like one of my. I'm gonna sound like an insane person saying one of my favorite action shown in anime is Kinnikuman, which is
you sound sane.
Not particularly well animated. It's not the fights are nonsense. It's like you think of like JoJo fights and like everyone talks about like the weird like logic and like all the kind of stuff with JoJo fights. Kinnikuman has none of that. Instead, it has wacky wrestling rules where villains will just pull shit out of their ass, and then it's like, oh man, how are the Justice Children going to deal with this one? And I fucking love it because it just really instead plays into like the emotionality going into the fights, at least when it's at its best. So like for me, that just kind of like overwrites everything else, because then I could still, even if it's not particularly well animated or things don't make the most sense, I'm still nonetheless very invested in what's happening.
Yeah.
Actually, I get that because I feel the same way when it comes to Baki. Baki's not very well animated, but my god, does it do its best to give you the most insane reasons why people are fighting, to where maybe you're not emotionally invested, but you're like, it's so absurd. I have to see it through. I have to see why this person is so invested for fighting for the most random reasons.
It was like,
people love
Kinnikuman. Kinnikuman's gonna win this fight so that kid doesn't die of cancer. I'm like, hell yes. Like that's like that is just an actual fight in Kinnikuman, and it's great.
Make-A-Wish Foundation fight.
It's basically yes, because he promises the kid he's gonna win the fight, and then like right when he's about to like lose, you see like the kid starting to flatline. And I'm just like,
oh my god!
And I'm just like,
Sir, there's an extra tumor.
Yeah, this is the greatest thing ever. Oh,
that's insane.
At one point, there's like a prophecy that's introduced later. It's like a book and stuff, and if pages are burned from the book, like if there's a character in that page, they're just erased from. They just are erased basically. Like you see them like fading away as the page is being burned, and the page is burning for like an episode or two, and it's like, are they going to be able to get to the page in time?
Okay, you're gonna need to put me on because I need to watch this. This sounds fantastic.
I'll tell you about it later.
For shit, I would love.
Kinnikuman is a very hard series to recommend because it starts off as just an Ultraman parody, and then they do a tournament arc, and they're like, oh, that worked pretty well. Let's do another tournament arc, and then the rest of the show is just tournament arcs because it's just wrestling.
Do you know the show Ultimate Muscle?
No.
Okay.
Yeah,
that was the English name for it that aired in like on Fox Kids or the Fox.
Yeah, well, so that's Kinnikuman Nisei, which follows Kinnikuman's son.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, I have seen.
That's such like a Son of Godzilla-esque concept.
Yeah.
Wait, didn't this get like a reboot recently?
No, it's not a reboot. It's a direct sequel to the original anime, and this is why it's so hard to recommend, because I think that the new seasons that they've been getting for Kinnikuman are fucking fantastic, but they're kind of hard to recommend because on one hand, you can just go into them and generally understand what is going on, and like they'll really reintroduce characters and explain stuff that's like happened in the prior seasons that came out in like the 80s and 90s. But at the same time, it's also like you get a deeper appreciation for certain moments as well if you're familiar with the story. So in that sense, it's like, okay, yeah, they just go and watch the original Kinnikuman, but then the original Kinnikuman has I'd say it's an acquired taste, because it's like weird. There's like weird out of place humor and stuff, and it's just kind of dumb. It's like really dumb humor. And then you get to, but then the newer seasons are a lot more serious and played straight. So it's kind of like, if you don't necessarily like the original Kinnikuman, you might like the new seasons, but not necessarily be able to appreciate them as well. So it's a kind of a tough recommendation.
But Kinnikuman, that was 2024.
No, because the second season of the Perfect Origin arc came out in winter.
Oh,
which I've been watching that, and it's really good.
Yeah, shut the fuck up, Mumi.
Is that your winter anime this season?
It's kind of I'd still say I like Metalist more, but
by the way, hold on. I want to point out, Solo Leveling was not my top anime for winter. I want to make that perfectly clear. It was not.
It's definitely up there though, because I do really like the second season.
Bringing it back to the anime of the year discussion.
Right. Well, is there any anime from this season that we hated?
From winter?
Yeah.
Not really. I mean, technically Zenshu, but I've changed that. Okay, there is one. I think it's bad. It's a bad anime, and I would never recommend this.
Don't say Momentary Lily. Don't say Momentary Lily.
Yes, Momentary Lily. It's so perfectly bad.
No, Momentary Lily was awesome.
It's okay. Oh no, objectively, it's an awful anime. Like objectively, it's not well animated. The angles that they use are kind of can give people headaches. I could see the color palette looks like someone threw up on it. The story's just not.
It's weird.
Sort of just nothing. It's weird. It doesn't.
The story has a negative death count somehow.
Exactly, which I don't understand. But I had so much fun with that piece of shit.
Oh, that was great.
No, I kind of like, so I was like kind of like lukewarm on it. And like I was like, oh god, this first episode, and then the second episode gets like really edgy, and I'm just like, okay, well, this is just going to be what the show is, and then it doesn't drag him through this fucking show.
Like he wanted to drop this shit. I'm like, no, we're keep watching this,
dude. I willingly watched I had so much fun with everything.
Yeah, especially when they started getting to like the weird, also like all the cooking segments and stuff. Oh god, the fucking pool episode. Jesus Christ.
The pool episode was wild. I was like,
okay, I understand though. This series is actually good.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't recognize your game.
Dude,
I would say that there's one anime I hated from the winter season. It's fucking Ameku MD.
Oh, was that winter? Yeah.
Yeah, the Dr. House anime, where it's just like, they're not really solving medical mysteries, they're just solving crimes. They're just actual crimes. I knew it was like, I fucking hated this anime when I guessed one of the solutions to the episode, but then I was like, no, there's no way they would do that. That's like Law and Order SVU tier stupid. Where the spoilers for that episode, but I guess I won't say what episode it is, but the solution to the episode is the character has Munchausen's by proxy.
Oh yeah, that
No.
And I remember I just guessed it based on a single scene, and I'm like, no, there's no way. That would be the dumbest thing. They're doing that? Oh my god. It's so bad. They have like
about halfway through, we're like, wasn't this like a doctor's? Why are we like riding a motorcycle into a fucking burning shed
situation?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, this is awful.
I did not. She's like weirdly quirky, but then not dysfunctional at all, like Dr. House.
She's like quirky in quotation marks because she doesn't wear shoes.
She doesn't wear shoes, and she like lives on the roof with a bunch of books and stuff. But it's like, no, she should be like a drug addicted, miserable piece of shit.
Yeah, it's like no, you should not be happy. You work in the medical field. It's like oh my god.
So instead of having like PBD, she has autism.
Not really. Not
even.
Not.
She has performative autism. Like
performative autism.
She likes Jurassic Park.
She's quirky Chungus.
Yeah, she's a quirky Chungus
exactly.
character. And yeah, just like the medical mysteries are not good. I mean, they're not even medical mysteries half the time. I think it's literally the first episode that's just a crime that she solves. Columbo is in the show as well. Columbo doesn't do anything, but just kind of basically be subordinate to her because she's the one solving all the mysteries.
All right, gang, we're going to solve a medical mystery today. The guy's been shot.
Yeah. It's literally like that. Presenting to the emergency room with a gunshot wound. Like, Chubby Emu, I think I know what the problem is. This man has a 9mm in his torso. But yeah, Meko MD not. I went in. I think part of the reason I dislike it so much is I went in so excited because I really like House MD. So I was like, oh, this will be an anime version of that show that I love, and then it's just not. It's like, oh,
yeah, you can say maybe it's partly on you for expectations, but it also is just like not well.
No, I mean, but it inherently invites that comparison. Is the thing, Doctor?
Well,
it's like,
well, even not comparing it. Even if you're not comparing it, it's still just not well good on its own. Yeah, looking, I didn't really watch a lot of bad anime this year, like to completion anyway. I mean, obviously we watched the first episode of everything,
right? Yeah.
But like I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, this is the worst show. I remember not liking this show, and I look at it, and it's winter.
Oh yeah, it's just like well shit.
Remember Fruit Master?
Fruit Master,
or my god,
or the Appraiser show. The Appraiser show is so funny. That first episode.
Is that the Isakai one?
No, it's not an Isakai.
They're just fantasy. They're like Naruto.
Yeah, it's like similar energy, but he's like his job is appraiser. So he can just appraise items, which if you've ever played like Rogue or anything like that, the ability to identify items is invaluable. So I don't know what's going on with that. But it's like comic, like ostensibly underpowered ability is actually really overpowered. But then the first episode is just him being like tortured and like he gets like his like arms ripped open and stuff, and we're just laughing our asses off at it.
Jesus,
like fuck this guy.
Fuck this guy.
Overall, I would say the winter season was that's like an average season. I'd say that's like a good season.
Yeah, I was about to say winter is definitely the most season of all seasons.
Yeah,
maybe a bit below average, but yeah,
maybe a little bit.
It's not bad. Terrible.
No.
Yeah, I would not call it bad, but it's like it's fine.
I feel like people forget a lot of the shit that aired in winter. Honest, like
it's been so long.
People don't like it, but like I fucking really liked Aquarion Myth of Emotion. And then you have like Soro Utility.
Soro Utility was really good.
Soro Utility was such a pleasant watch. It was such a pleasant watch.
Good original anime.
It was a nice slice of life, yeah.
Yeah.
Tasakari Hotel was fun. I was all in on watching Bomb Vampire. And you were like, no. It's problematic. It's Diddy Media. I'm like, it's funny as hell.
Listen, that's not why I said we're not watching it. I said
that's wild. You know what's one people pushed? I put out this with my seasonal video. I got so many comments. I didn't even watch it, but they shout out my predictions for an anime called Blalt.
Oh yeah,
I haven't watched Blat. But like, I still haven't watched it. But people were like, "No, dude, like it's so good. You don't even know what you're talking about." And I was like, I don't believe you guys. I don't believe this was.
Yeah, so here's the thing. I believe that the manga is very, very good. It seems like the anime adaptation just did not do a particularly good job. They like cut out or like toned down some like elements that are too violent or too sexual, and it's like it's a dark fantasy show. It's a fucked up dark fantasy. Why are we making it less fucked up? It also just didn't look particularly great. We watched like the first 3-4 episodes, and like the action animation was just kind of, if it was more along the lines of like a sentence to be a hero, then we would have stuck around with it. But it's like, yeah, no.
That's fair.
No, it's not. Read the manga if you're at all interested, I guess, because the people seem to really love the manga.
Winter.
That's what it sounds like.
Winter historically has always been like the weakest kind of season, I think.
The fuck you with January season.
Which
is why this year is surprising.
Yeah, outside of like Madoka aired in winter, I don't know if I can think of many like really good shows that have aired in winter. But that's also like 2011, which was a particularly good year.
I'm trying to. No, I thought the first season of Free Run aired in a winter season. I don't.
No, it was the second.
No,
that's typically what happens with winter. Is it's a lot of people as a season. A lot of people will think back on it, and think positively because of like carryovers. So like this season, it was like Orb, Blue Box, Daima. What are some other one? That's probably about it. Trillion Game, maybe. I don't know how many people like Trillion Game, but historically, it's typically ReZero season 3.
Oh yeah.
Did that? Oh no, that was a flow over.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, that's typically what happens with winter. Is it has a lot of like kind of carryovers, because fall, for some weird reason, fall seems to be like the season where they start airing like the 2 core stuff that get carried over. Like I remember Psychopaths one, Shisekai Yori, stuff like that. So yeah, that typically is like what people think of as like, oh, I really liked winter because it had ReZero, and I'm like, I don't count that because it didn't start airing.
Right? Yeah.
Fair. It's like technically you're not wrong, but it didn't debut.
Yeah.
It did have Apothecary Diary season 2 in winter.
It did.
Yeah.
I have not finished season 1, so unfortunately I did not watch it.
We watched like halfway through, and then we were like, this isn't really doing it for us like season 1.
I didn't even really finish season 1. I'll probably go back and watch it at some point, but
I'm about to say I was really in love with it. It's just I got bogged down by other things.
Yeah.
The underrated season anime of the season that year season would have been Momentary Lily, obviously.
Oh, that season, 100%. Yeah. Of course.
Maybe top wins in 2025.
Or I guess what was that bureaucrat villainous one?
That one's also really good.
Yeah, that might be the underrated one, honestly. But it was an okay season.
Yeah. Let's move on to a better season though. The spring season.
My God, so much shit came in.
Yeah, I feel like at least 3 things from my 4 things maybe from my top 10 of the year all came from this season.
Yeah.
Kind of a crazy season, all things considered. I mean, we're gonna be here all day if we talk about everything, and we also already did that.
Yeah, we already did that. We don't need to talk about everything.
So what was our favorite anime from the spring season then?
Apocalypse Hotel was amazing.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So we're all in consensus agreement about Apocalypse, and of course the second best anime of the season was Koisuru One Piece.
I mean,
what was that one? Was that the love letter one note?
No. It was like the weird YouTube short shitpost thing.
That was in vertical mode.
Yeah, the whole anime was in vertical mode.
I actually don't know what this is.
It's interesting.
Gag romance based around One Piece.
Yeah,
where it's like the characters all just really love One Piece, and their name, like I guess we've reached a point where like millennials who were reading One Piece in the 2000s now have kids that they named their kids after One Piece characters.
Like
so these high school kids like say like, oh, we're part of the One Piece pirate Straw Hats or whatever, because I'm named Luffy and you're named Nami and you're named Frankie.
If you're, I mean, I'm just gonna say this: if you're a millennial and you name your kid after One Piece, you should not do that.
Yeah, I was
You were about to say something.
don't finish that sentence. You can't put this on YouTube.
Yeah, I was gonna say something much more violent, but that's just I don't know. That feels a little messed up, you know. Don't name your kid Chunibyo shit.
Don't name your kid Tony Chopper.
Like your daughter doesn't need to be named Pikachu.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna be more aggressive. Just don't name them after an anime.
Yeah, just period.
And if you're going
Yeah, it's nothing against One Piece
at least make
specifically.
it
It's
the
just like
middle name.
don't do that.
Make it
And if you're
subtle.
going to it, yeah.
I'm gonna name my child Kirito.
Yeah.
Listen. If it's a good name, is it really much different than naming your kid after a song?
That depends on the song.
It really depends on the song.
It
Yeah.
also depends on the name. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if you name them Luffy, no. But if you name them something like generic, like I don't know, Sakura, sure.
I mean,
Don't name your
Japan,
kid if you're like
so,
a white person. Don't name your white kid like a Japanese name.
What if I name?
obviously this is
I want to name my
place.
place? What if I want to name my kid after Kendrick Lamar?
Well,
The anime obviously takes place
actually-
in Japan, so like if they're
Okay,
naming their
actually-
kids
actually-
Japanese names,
okay, yeah, that's a good point. In the context of that short being in Japan, that is different.
Yeah.
I
think
guess that's true.
in the States, don't name your kids Japanese names if you're not that.
It'll be
Just
really
don't-
weird.
I think the hardest question for spring is what is like the most underrated show from that season.
I mean, Apocalypse Hotel is. I mean, that's the kind of thing. Is Apocalypse Hotel underrated?
You can't have your fucking answer be anime of the year and also a most underrated anime of the season and also the you gotta pick something different.
Hold on,
I
I think there's a hold on. I think there's an argument to that because we all seem to be seasonal watchers. How yes, there were people talking about it, but it was nowhere near on the lengths it should be for the quality it was. I think there's an argument to say that Apocalypse Hotel might be the most underrated anime of the year.
Well, I guess there's like of the season, Cocoon was kind of underrated because people just thought it was racist.
I don't even know what.
Okay, so Cocoon,
Cocoon.
Cocoon is a movie that's basically about the
Yeah, not a seasonal.
no, but it came out in the spring
But
season.
I mean, like, it came out in a season.
It aired on TV is the thing.
Oh, that's true.
It is like
yeah,
a TV movie. And it has like I think like a lot of like Ghibli staff. I mean, you look at the character designs and they're all very Ghibli like coded character designs.
Yeah, it's very former
This looks
Ghibli.
this looks really nice. Wait, how the fuck did this miss my rate?
It's not really a nice movie. It's actually very tragic because it's about the real life story of the Himeyori girls who were basically these schoolgirls in Okinawa during World War II, who were basically like tasked with caring for Japanese soldiers during the war on Okinawa, and I think it ends with like most of them. I think most of them ended up dying during the invasion of Okinawa, and this movie is basically about them. And a lot of people saw the premise of the movie and just thought that it's like Japanese war apologia or like propaganda or whatever, when it is, if anything, it's a very pro-American movie, if anything, given how the movie ends.
Well, it's from the type of crowd of people who have realized, oh, Japan did bad things.
Yes.
And therefore, we have to remind ourselves every single time anything Japanese is like, oh, yeah, by the way, there was war crimes.
Yes.
Yes.
But secondly, it's also like a misunderstanding of Okinawa, which is a fairly separate area to Japan.
Historically separate.
Like, and especially World War II and before, it was not really Japan.
No, they were seen as like second class citizens in a lot of ways.
Okay.
So you had a lot of people like making this weird criticism, and it just doesn't make any sense. But no, the movie's really. I would actually say that despite the grim subject matter, the movie's very child friendly. I feel like it's a movie that, especially, I think it like aired early in the morning on like a Sunday, which is like when you have like a lot of kids shows airing.
That's not even an exaggeration because of how it visually depicts violence.
Yeah, how it depicts violence, and I think the way that it carries, like the way that it depicts a lot of its themes and stuff, is something that would be easily intelligible to a child.
It's a very emotional, emotionally connective film.
Yeah.
It's like meant to make you understand the emotional weight of the violence, but not the viscerality of it.
Yeah.
Because like blood, like in the film, the massive motif in the movie, like the main motif of the movie is that blood and viscera is replaced with like flowers.
Yeah.
So like when someone gets mowed the fuck down, they just get like, flower petals out of them.
Yeah. But yeah, very, very good movie. I think, one a lot of people just kind of initially wrote off just because they're kind of dumb like woke cold Twitter types.
Yeah.
Well, to an extent, I kind of understand why some people may not want to depict that, mainly because some people just don't like, viewing that. Yeah. I've had this conversation too much with Berserk. So I've had that conversation way too many fucking times. But I do also agree. It just seems like people who are up their ass being like, well, you can't fucking do this because it's not appropriate and it's aggressive to watch it. It's like, okay, well, it's storytelling. I'm sorry, we want to depict something that might, be more real to what actually is happening.
Yeah.
I would say also like it just plays into a general, like I said earlier, but like it plays into a general issue that people have with Japan, because Japan sells itself, right, as a ethnically homogenous society, which it is not.
Well, that's like the weird thing,
and people buy into it.
Well, that's exactly what the criticism, like, oh, this is Japanese war, or like propaganda, apologia type stuff. It's like you're kind of just playing into that narrative with that criticism if you're kind of ignorant of that history.
Yeah, like Okinawans are Ryukyuans, so they're an entirely separate ethnic group. The kingdom of Ryukyu was a country for hundreds, thousands of years. Mostly like a vassal state of China and Japan, but
still like a distinct entity.
It's a distinct entity with a distinct culture, language, writing style, and they were like forced to by the Japanese Imperial Army to like stop speaking their language, learn Japanese,
and then having child soldiers, basically.
Yeah.
It's like it is very clearly depicting a war crime.
Yeah, this is not a good look for Japan.
No, it's not.
Yeah, like it's not holding back this punching.
Yeah.
This is not good. This is terrible. We did bad shit.
Yeah.
Also, not to be an asshole, put it on pause for a second. I think it's picking up Gil's breathing while you're talking.
I did not want to say that.
Well, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Just stop breathing. Stop breathing, Gil.
Stop. Well, I wanted to point it out because like you can cut out like us when we're not talking or whatever.
Well, no, we're not. We're recording on 2 different audio tracks as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I didn't know if
like
you were
most
or
of
not,
my
so.
audio is just going to be removed.
Well, it's not going to be removed, or like it'll be synced with my audio, so it'll cancel out or just not sound.
I just want to make sure because like you can't if it was on the same audio track, you're not gonna be able to like.
No. Yeah, it's not.
Cool. Okay.
Which also while we have this time, when you get my audio, there's gonna be a few audio alerts. I'm so sorry.
Oh, that's fine. I have a day to sync it, so we usually record like Sunday or Monday night, and I don't have time to edit it, but this should be fine.
Okay, cool.
I
would say my underrated one.
There are 2 really good original anime from the season that are not Apocalypse Hotel or Gundam G-Quux.
2.
Food for the Soul and Meibashi Witches.
Okay, that's what you're going. Yeah, Meibashi Witch. That's what I say. When I think of like underrated anime, typically I kind of just go look on like the season chart and I go, okay, what is the lowest amount of members that is like the best show as far as like. When I look at it, I'm like, man, not more people should have watched that. For me, looking at it, I'm like, Meibashi Wishes is one because like it only has like 13,000 people on Mal. It's like below Zatsutabi, Yaiba, Your Forma, the ballpark one. But it was fucking like good. And then the other one is like Ushujin Mumu, which I really liked. But like I guess I can kind of see why people didn't watch it. Not that it's
well,
like
I mean, I can definitely see why people would not want to watch Mebashi Witches, because it's kind of a magical girl show, but not, and it's also kind of an idol show, but not.
Man, magical idol show. Need to watch more magical girl shows.
You do. You should watch every magical girl show.
Are we gonna watch the new Precure season this year, Mumi?
No, probably not.
Probably not.
I'm not a big Precure person. Like, I like magical girls. I feel like every time I watch a Precure while it's airing, I end up like kind of lukewarm on it.
Yeah,
just kind of like, yeah, it's whatever.
It was 50 episodes of my life, you know.
I'm trying to think of what I want to say about my Mebashi Witches, because it's a very good show, but it's also one that it's like, does it have a niche appeal, I guess, is kind of the thing. So would people appreciate it more? Would it be more appreciated if more people saw it, or would people just kind of be lukewarm on it, I guess is the question.
That is a good question.
I think
I remember.
I think it's one of those things where it needs to have like more visibility, where like more people should know, like, oh, this is a good show if it's something you're interested in.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't necessarily think you should be like, hey, stop watching Solo Leveling and check out Mebashi Witches.
that's not gonna be.
Well, that's the I feel like that's the hard thing. I feel like this new era of anime has the problem with it. Of like, there's so much anime out there that kind of deserves like a bigger platform to be talked about, but there's so much in the show. It's so hard to weed through everything.
Yeah,
that's why everyone just falls back on the sequel series of what they're watching, and or relies on the internet to like, oh, if they talk about an anime,
yeah,
cool, people are talking about that, I'll watch it. Like, not many people are digging so deep into the bag that they'll put out stuff like that.
Yeah.
We're kind of the outliers where it's like, I don't trust anybody. Like, if something's getting a lot of buzz in general and I'm not watching it, I might check it out. Just be like, okay, what are people talking about it?
Yeah.
But I don't generally value most like just general consensus stuff, in the sense of like, I don't trust, like, if someone's like, oh, this show's bad.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, is it bad, or like, you just have shit? Because like, there's so many shows, there's so many examples. I'm like, I did not watch something for a long time, or like I took someone's opinion and like regretted it. Like fucking Gundam is one where I thought, oh, I don't need to watch the original Gundam. I can just watch the movies. They retcon all the shit from the original Gundam, that he didn't care. It was a bad series. It's poorly animated. I just need to watch the movie recaps, and then go into Zeta, and I fucking regretted that. Same with like Orange Road. Like, I guess a lot of them are like older series, but like even newer.
I think it all depends on like who you talk to. So like the Gundam example, I was in a similar boat of like, I was gonna watch the new series, but a buddy of mine who has been he's consumed Gundam for 20 years. He's told me, you better not start any Gundam series before you watch the original. So help me God, which is probably pretty good. Which is why, and I feel like we're gonna get crucified for this. Which is why I haven't watched Evangelion, because I got told, do not watch anything else before you watch the original Gundam series. So I have taken that advice to heart. But there are a lot of people that will go ahead and just say something is bad, but not actually be aware of it, because they're like, well, I like it, so it must be good. And that's why the anime community kind of sucks.
So we've kind of been talking about this more recently because of the Fate Strange Fate adaptation.
Oh, yeah.
Where it's like, a lot of these people that are really entrenched in these fandoms will tell you what they're telling you to do is I guess like technically it's the most optimal way to watch something to enjoy it, but it's also not really like catered to anyone specifically. So like with Fate, they're like, no, you can't watch Fate Strange Fake because you're not gonna get the full appreciation of it. You gotta read the visual novel, and then
read Tsukihime.
Then you can watch read Tsukihime, and then Fate Stay Night, and then watch Fate Zero, and then you'll be able to appreciate
read the Karo no Kyokai novels.
Karo no Kyokai, then watch the movies, and then but it's like you could just start wherever. Like For Gundam, it's more glaring with Gundam than it is Fate, because Fate's a little bit more like modern at least. But like for Gundam, it's like it's hard to recommend for people to go out of their way and watch the show from 1979 if they're not used to older series.
Well, I mean, we also have to like look at it from the fact that like were almost certainly people in Japan in the 80s who were watching Zeta or Double Zeta without having seen either the prior 1 or 2 seasons of Gundam. There are people in Japan today that watch Seed or Double O and never seen fucking the original. Yeah.
They watched G-Cux. G-Cux was fucking blown up on Twitter. Do you think every fucking Japanese person has watched the original Gundam?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, it's people just put way too much. Like, it can be a good thing to enhance your appreciation of something. But like what I was talking with, like, Kinnikuman, it's also, I would not necessarily say is a strict recommendation.
Yeah, the thing is, like, yes, you are correct. That is, like, the most optimal way to consume it. And that is a general, like, sort of consensus way that you could recommend to just about everybody if you don't know them.
Yeah.
But when you're talking on a personal level, you should be able to feel out where someone is, right? Yeah. Like, if your friend is, like, only seen solo leveling in Jujutsu Kaisen or something, and then they're like, I kind of want to check out Evangelion. Evangelion would be, like, their entry point to watching more older shows. Like, for me... I
mean, there was a guy on Twitter, that Himmel guy, who watched G-Quux, had his mind broken by the one mom character, and then decided to watch all of Gundam.
Yeah, like it kind of just like you just enter whatever entry point to get you invested into the series.
Yeah.
And it doesn't even necessarily have to be like a series thing. Like for me, I didn't start watching like older mecha shows until I watched Macross. Like Macross was like my entry point to being able to kind of more tolerate older mecha shows. For whatever reason, it was kind of constructed in a way that made it a little bit easier to digest. Where like I kind of got my feet wet with it and I got used to it, and then it was like, okay, I'll go check out Mobile Gundam and Dogram and Vifam or whatever.
Yeah.
But like you have to start somewhere. You can't tell someone, okay, you have to start from Astro Boy. No, you have to go back to the fucking silent films of the 1800s.
You have to start with Hokusai's manga. Okay.
You start Hokusai's. You have to start.
You want to get into anime? You got to start the very first back in the 1950s.
Yeah, it's like, where does this realistically, where does it end? You just start with silent films so you can have the entire history of the film medium.
No, you can't start at silent films. You have to start at theater. Okay, you have to start. You got to go all the way back to Shakespeare. At least.
Start at theater.
Yeah, you have to start with Kamishibai.
No. You can't start at theaters. You have to start at what started theaters. So you have to actually go to scriptures. That way you can understand what they're doing.
It's like, yeah, you will appreciate things more with more context. That is 100% correct. But like, you don't necessarily need, like, for fucking Fate Strange Fake, right? Someone doesn't need to read Tsukihime to appreciate that the undead apostles are fucking vampires and that the priest people want to kill vampires.
Yeah.
Like, that's okay, I understand. That's all the context you need. I don't need to know the entire history of the fucking apostles and the fucking priests and the whole holy horror against the vampire, whatever the fuck.
It can enhance my appreciation if I do, but in terms of understanding what is going on in the story.
Yeah.
Like,
I think the best way to approach these things nowadays is if someone is interested, that's probably going to be the best point. Like if someone comes up to you and they're like, "Hey, I saw this thing on I saw this clip from this anime. This looks really cool. Would you recommend them?" Let them watch it. And then when they come back with answers to certain questions, that's when you could start recommending them to go in a certain direction.
Yeah.
I think there needs to be a proper entry point for them to get hooked. Because once people are hooked, then they're way more willing to consume older media and actually delve into what like is behind everything else before like that. Other than like, well, you can't start out what you would like. You have to start at like what's appropriate. Then most people who haven't watched it will be like, well, I don't care at this point. Like if I have to do homework to watch the thing I like, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, it's optimal, sure, but like you have to get their foot in the door. Like at some point, people just have to be able to, like, I think you should give everyone as much context as you can. So tell them like you should read the Fate Stay Night visual novel because it is much different. It'll give you a different impression of the series than if you just watch Fate Zero or something and then start with that.
Or the not Heaven's Feel, Unlimited Blade Work, like the not Ubisoft.
Yeah.
The Ubisoft anime.
The Ubisoft.
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ.
The UBBBW anime. Just you have to start somewhere. Like just give them as much information as you can so they can make an informed decision, and then they can kind of go with whatever they feel like will be best for them to appreciate and get into the series.
Yeah. Which is why I don't know. G-Quox is also in my top 10 of the year. G-Quox probably maybe in my top 5, honestly.
Did you watch G-Quox?
What?
Mize, did you watch G-Quox?
Oh no.
No.
Yeah.
Like,
he said he's not gonna watch any Gundam stuff until he watches it.
No, yeah, that's what I got told. I went to my Gundam friend and I was like, "Hey, this looks cool. Like, how do you feel about it?" And I got told, "Don't you dare start Gundam until you watch the beginning." I'm like, "Well, I guess I'm not watching this then."
To be fair, I wouldn't recommend people start with G-Cux necessarily. Like maybe like Witch from Mercury or something.
Yeah,
but I mean, you could watch it on its own.
I wanted to watch that too.
Start with the.
On it. Everyone I talked to was like, "This is a terrible anime." I'm like, it doesn't look that bad.
The second season has worse, I think. I haven't watched all of it, but like I've definitely seen, even just starting off, I was like, but like
it already looked like it was going down.
I remember season 1 was very contentious for us because Psy really hated the ending.
Oh no, I did not just hate the ending. I hated the show pretty consistently throughout. Where it's like it's doing everything outside of like the school romance, like love triangle stuff, like all like the corporate politics bullshit. I fucking hated. And every time I brought this up to someone, they're just like, "You should just watch Utena, dude. That's just what Utena is." I'm like, "You're right, I should."
Why have you not watched Utena?
I don't know why I haven't watched it because I'm watching like 7,000 anime every season. Which, by the way, there are a lot of original anime that came out in the spring season as well.
I'm like looking over it. I'm like, good. One of them I fucking adored, and it was actually, is it original? I actually don't know. Hold on, before I start talking out of my ass.
We're spreading misinformation.
Fuck, I actually.
What was it?
No, it's not. Never mind. It was called Rocket's Lady's Modesty.
Oh,
it is a manga.
Oh yeah, that's a manga.
Yeah, that's a manga. I caught myself. Well, no, I fell in love with that anime.
I really, yeah.
I'm a big music guy, so any music anime I will suck up immediately. And this one was like,
it does have there's a really funny moment in the show though, where they're like playing at this underground rock club. They're playing at this like in this rock club in Tokyo, and in the context of the story, the crowd is supposed to be like confused because they're watching this band, but there's no singer. So they're like, "What? Why is there a rock band but there's no singer?" And I'm just thinking to myself like, No. You're not going to a rock club, like a literal basement like rock club in a big city, and not having a vocalist in a band is like too like unheard, like out of this world. That's so like no one's ever done that before. No.
Well, like that was my one nitpick with the show. And to be fair, it was good enough. I was willing to not question it.
Yeah.
But it is a thing of like, you act like instrumental people don't like consume instrumentals,
right?
Like,
yeah,
it's people that have vocals and all that stuff, and especially like you said, an underground rock.
Yeah.
There will be people who will just enjoy the music.
Yeah, so that was like the one part of the show where I'm like, that's kind of silly. But that was like also the part where they're like playing against like a boy band basically, and they're all assholes.
It was a boy rock. It was like a boy rock band.
Yeah.
They were just complete assholes.
Very, very, very fun show. I would say I do wish they played a little bit more into like the high society school stuff a little bit more, but
yes, I did. Because every time they did that, it was really good. Like one standout point to me in that show was when, oh my god, I forgot the main blonde girl's name, but she's talking to one of the previous maidens, and she points out like, oh, I hope you're not playing with that guitar as like an actual thing. Like, you're not actually serious. And I was just like, yes, more of this.
Yeah, no, that's definitely
like a high society.
Did you also think that the main girl on the show kind of looked like the one girl from Kaiju number 8?
The pigtails?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought that too. And actually, that's why I got confused, because they share very similar names. Because the one from Kaiju number 8 is Shiomiya, and this one's called Shiometa. And I was like, this is confusing. I was like, this is confusing, man. But then I also slowly realized, it's not a Rock Your Lady's Modesty issue. It's not a Kaiju number 8 issue. I think anime is just adapting the long pigtail blonde girl look for any anime that has a blonde female protagonist at this point. And I realized that because I think there was like a villainous anime that came out this year that had the same thing. And there's like an anime I'm currently watching called Shiboyugi.
Oh yeah,
that has the same thing.
Big blonde twin tails are back, baby.
Yeah, but I'm like, there's a limit to this thing, people. We can't, all blondes can't be the pigtail girl.
Yeah, I really like the music in Rock is a Lady's Modesty.
Oh, it was,
yes.
dude, it was.
But the original
music.
Oh yeah, well that's kind of the thing. I don't really like the music I hear in a lot of like rock anime. Like a lot of the time, like I'm very like, I don't know how to say specific music tastes. That makes me sound like an asshole. But I don't really like a lot of like the more J-rock sound.
Yeah, I'm elitist.
I get.
I like J-rock when it's done in a very like earnest and amateurish, clunky kind of way.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
some like Bochi, like the Kikusaku band stuff, I thought fit that mold for me. The prototypical example I always point to is Girl's Dead Monster from Angel Beats.
Yeah.
Like when it has that kind of feel,
yeah,
I fuck with it.
There's a lot of shows that I wish I could get into because they're music, but they do have that generic, like, it's rock, but it feels softer and not as like much to it. It's like I don't want to say monotone, but it keeps like one feel throughout the entire thing, which is why I appreciate the instrumentals for this show, because you now have to put emphasis on the actual music.
Just stuff like, I'm not a big fan of Bochi's music or like the music in K-On! Or even Girls Band Cry. Like I think the last music anime I would say where I had like music that I like actually will go out of my way to listen to was Naoko Yamada's movie The Colors Within. I really like all the songs they did in that. But those are kind of weirder songs. Like at one point the song starts and I'm like, are they about to play Blue Monday? like it does a like what?
You're just like,
a little bit of a new wave.
I have fucking Void from Girls Band Cry on my fucking phone.
Like the song.
Yeah.
You said Void, and I was just like, "What do you mean Void?"
No, the song called Void.
Yeah.
Funny enough, I think the last time other than Rock is a Lady's Modesty, I think the last time I saved music from like a soundtrack was, I think, Oshinoko.
Okay. But yeah, there's a lot of original anime that came out in the spring season, so I'll list them off. There's Lazarus, which we might talk a little bit about. What else was there? There was G-Quux, of course, Apocalypse Hotel. What else was there? There was Mibashi Witches. There was Food for the Soul and Princession Orchestra.
Yeah.
At least there may be some original that I'm like even like skipping over. Oh no, Moonrise as well, which was also yeah.
That was it raised the moon.
It certainly did. Maybe. Yeah.
I wanted to watch Procession Orchestra, but I never got around to it.
Tumi Hero X is an original.
Yes.
Do you hear started in the spring season?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yes, it did. I actually, it's in the ONA in the.
Oh,
ONA
okay.
section.
I see. What a stacked season for like original anime. Kind of crazy.
It's weird because like it's stacked, but like as much as I like Apocalypse Hotel, like it is like a second. Like I don't feel like there's a lot of top heavy shows. Like it's stacked from like the middle more. Like there's a lot of shows I like, but not really like a show I like a lot. I don't know if that makes sense. I guess.
Yeah.
I get what you mean.
Nothing that you like quite as much as Lazarus.
Right.
Yeah.
No.
Listen, I didn't watch it, but I was going to, because I was like, oh, it's the dude of Cowboy Bebop. Fuck yeah! And then I heard stuff. And
Listen,
like,
people have to stop falling for this, all right?
Every
Every fucking time they make fucking fuck, I'm blanking on his name.
Shinichiro Watanabe.
Watanabe. Every time Watanabe comes on a new anime, they're like, from the creator of Cowboy Bebop. He's made like 8 anime since then. Why aren't you talking about any of those? Because they're not good.
I don't know which one they are.
What did he do? So yeah, Lazarus, then Carol and Tuesday.
Carol and Tuesday?
Yeah.
Terror in Resonance.
He did Terror in Okay, my bad. This nigga peak. Oh shit. Wait, what else he do? Keep going.
Kids on the Slope.
I don't know what that is.
That's a jazz show.
A lot of people like Kids on the Slope, but I haven't seen it.
No, that's good. I like Kids on the
I've
Slope.
seen it. It's all right.
Samurai Champloo,
Which I think is pretty good.
That one I did know.
Then Bebop, and then really what we should just be giving him like every time instead of saying from the director of Cowboy Bebop, it should say from the director of Macross Plus.
What do you mean?
I have.
Yeah, Lazarus
he's
is
done
not.
more than
He's like a
that.
production supervisor for.
Yeah.
You missed Terror in Resonance. He directed that.
I did.
No,
I literally just brought up
No,
to.
he brought it up.
I
Yeah.
freaked out about that because he did Terror in Resonance. Yeah.
Mumi, you
I missed
stupid fuck. No.
Okay, my bad. I did not know he did those two. I apologize for the game. Wait, so is Lazarus bad? Because like trusted people that I like have been like, you can.
It's not very good. It's
not the worst thing, but it is not good.
the reveal. I think the ultimate reveal, the way that the big mystery of the show, like how they actually end up finding the guy they're looking for, the way that is resolved is the funniest fucking way ever, and it borders on just being insulting to your intelligence.
Yeah.
It's rough. There's a lot of just weird stuff. Like they have an episode that's basically just a big reference to Midsummer. It's like,
Yeah.
why are we doing that?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it did the JJK thing for
That's weird.
JJK. It did a whole episode based on a movie.
Okay, but that's cool.
Yeah, I think we watched 2 episodes of Moonrise, and we're like, no, thank you.
Yeah.
We did have Mono this season.
Did have Mono. I love Mono. I was
Mono's
gonna say, when I said speaking of music earlier, I was gonna say this season has my favorite OP of the year.
Yeah.
Oh, which one?
Shoshiman series season 2.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Mono, but yeah, the Churchman series season 2. That's the same people who did the opening for the Polar Opposites show, right?
Yeah.
Too, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
But I think Shoshiman's like a lot better.
Doing
As much as I like the Polar Opposites one.
well, he's still doing like a lot of like the weird, like almost like live action kind of stuff, like blending like the different medias together.
Yeah, I think I like the song for Shoshiman more than
Okay.
part of it. But yeah, it is doing the same aesthetics sort of ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah, spring was a good season, like really good season.
Yes.
Really good, I'd say. Well, okay, so I guess The question is, what do we think is better, spring or summer?
Well, spring has probably my top 3 from an anime called Shirley Ann.
Yeah.
Shirley. My bad. I keep forgetting about that one.
And Shirley. Have you seen the original Akage no An?
No, but I know it's based on a book.
Yeah.
And I was able to find a book, and I read a little bit of it.
It's a nice book.
It's a nice book. I would not necessarily recommend people to go read the book unless you're like a child.
That is fair. I only read it because I saw the anime, and the anime touched me because I was very moved, and so
show us on the doll where Anne Shirley touched you.
Yes, look. There's some things that I'm like, oh wow, the anime really fixed the things, didn't they?
No, so okay, and it's weird because like me and Saya both really love Akage no An, the original one, which is directed by Takahata.
Isao Takahata, yeah.
Isao Takahata, which if you're not familiar, he did a lot of Ghibli movies, Grave of the Fireflies.
Also known as the only reason why Ghibli exists.
The only reason Ghibli exists, exactly. Yeah.
Whoa!
No, like Miyazaki literally, like it would, if it was Miyazaki only, Ghibli would not be a fucking thing.
No.
Like Takahata was like the only rational fucking person in the supervision of the entire studio.
Fair. I have learned recently how much of an asshole Miyazaki was. So
yeah. I mean, Takahata was also an asshole.
Yeah, he was also an asshole. He was better at managing.
Miyazaki was like an extra asshole. Takahata at least seemed like he was an asshole with reason. Miyazaki was just full blown like nonsensical asshole.
Yeah.
Like Takahata was like a supervisor, effectively.
But yeah, we really loved Akage no An. I also went back and read the book because when I read Akage no An, and realized how much that it added, which I was pleasantly surprised by. Like, it focuses on stuff that like is kind of an offhand reference in the book, and makes it into like a whole episode, which was nice. This. And surely I like okay, but it's more of a straightforward adaptation of the book than like Akage no An was. And then of course it's delving into like I think 3 books.
Yes, yeah.
I think so.
I think the first half was a book. It was like the
first book, and then the next I want to say 6, 7, 8 episodes was the second book, and then the remaining was the third book.
Yeah. So it was interesting to watch almost as like a sequel, because like it did get better for us once it got out of the stuff that was already covered in Akage no An. But it was okay.
I really liked it.
I like it.
I listen, I cried, okay? I cried like twice.
I think
you gotta watch Akage no An. It's good.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Well, this made me cry. I'm scared if that's gonna make me bawl.
Oh no! Yeah, no. The ending
will kill you.
Yeah, the ending of Akage no An is devastating.
And just comes out with a fucking baseball bat and fucking kneecaps you.
Let me know that if I perish within the next year, it's Weeb Crew's fault.
Yeah, would we say we like the spring season or the summer season more?
That's hard.
That's so hard. Because okay, here's probably what I would say, and it's gonna be so insulting. If you are an anime fan that just sticks to what people say, if you're how do I say this in the nice way possible?
Just don't say it in a nice way.
If you're a surface level tourist,
if you're shallow, if you're a shallow anime fan, maybe more of a new gen anime fan, you probably fucked with summer a lot more. If you're an anime fan that's been in the trenches for a very long time and actually like deep dived into the shit, you probably like spring a lot more.
I don't even know if I'm like spring. Okay, for context, I guess spring has more shows in my top 10 of the year than summer.
Okay.
Oh, hold on. I might have to take that back. There was a lot of bangers that came out in summer. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. I might have to retract that statement. Oh shit!
Cut that.
Cut that.
Yeah, cut that. Press the button, please.
So like summer has city animation, which is like my anime of the year. Spoilers.
Really?
Yeah.
That's my favorite of the year.
Okay.
It also has like Don and My Dress to Dawn in season 2.
Yeah.
And
Taco P and Hikaru. Some Hikaru died.
Some Hikaru died.
Yes, Gachiakuta. It was fucking the second season of Sakamoto Days, which was the more redemption for Sakamoto Days. I feel it made people actually get on board a lot more.
Fuck, dude. I think summer is more emaciated than spring.
And what do you mean by emaciated? Do you know what emaciated means?
Yeah. So like, spring has a lot of shit in the center. Like it there aren't, like I said, there's not a show I like a lot necessarily, but there are a lot of shows I like, kind of thing. Summer is more top heavy. Like once you get out of the top 7-ish or so, 6-ish, then it's like it kind of falls off a cliff a little bit. Where I don't feel like that happened with spring. But also like the higher points of summer, I feel like are a little bit higher than spring.
The problem with that though is that everything on the top is so notable. Like it is top heavy, but it's so top heavy to the point that like it kind of helps it.
Yeah,
and it goes a lot deeper in the bag than I expected it to. Like you have to go down a fair bit to actually start falling off in quality.
It's not bad by any means. It's just more, like I said, more emaciated.
I feel
it's not
like
emaciated. It's
I
just
feel like
more
there's a
so
lot of
than
stuff that I
spring.
like in the spring season, but I think there's more stuff that I like in the summer season, and I generally like it. Like Apocalypse Hotel is my anime of the year. G-Quux is up there as well, and then Mono is like towards like the bottom of my top 10. But then it's like summer has like Taco P, it has City. Rory Rocks is like my second favorite anime of the year. 100 Meters is also up there if we're counting movies. Cedarmar with the Food Court probably also towards the bottom of my top 10. And then like Summer Hikaru died probably right outside my top 10. So it's kind of
as a season.
I feel
Also,
like
I
Dominant
might,
season 2.
Yeah.
as a season, I feel like I might lean slightly more towards spring. Because spring had like 15 shows that I was really into.
Yeah.
Whereas summer had like 3 shows I was super, super into, and then like maybe 7-ish shows that I was really into. So I had like half the amount, but like there were some shows I was into more so than
Yeah.
It's hard.
I might lean on summer because there's a lot. Like there are shows in spring that I was into and that I appreciated, but summer seems to be, at least for me, the season of anime where I'm like, oh my god, I don't like this. It's all over the place. Fucking, I don't know what to watch.
Yeah, as you said, if you're really into trenches, you're into spring. If you're a casual,
hey.
I mean, there was like so. I did not watch.
Hey, I was watching stuff like With You in the Rain. Okay, I don't know who was talking about that anime other than me.
We really liked it. That was.
I'm talking about before this. Okay, people were calling me crazy, being like, "Oh, you like this anime with the Tanuki and shit like that?" It's like, yes, because it's a cute little anime where I gotta watch adults actually interact with cute things.
I guess an interesting follow-up to Apocalypse Hotel with the Tanuki shit.
Yes. It's like this is the anime of this is the year of Tanukis and witches for some
reason.
I
will say, if you're more into like the action hype stuff, you do have like Gachiakuta and Kaiju number 8, Don the Don. Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity was also really popular. And
actually, this is the best way to phrase it. If you're a shonen bro, you like summer. If you're just a general anime fan, you probably like spring.
Yeah, but then again, also summer had Watanabe, which was like the biggest Yuri anime ever, maybe. It's really popular and really like
that was really big.
Well, here's the thing: seeing how positive the reception has been to it has made me go back and be like, maybe I should just go back and like watch the rest of it. Because we watched like the first however many episodes, and we're like, this is good, but we have like a lot of other stuff coming out this season that we'd rather watch. But now I'm like,
listen, you say that about this. But like the fragrant flower blooms, you're not like, I need to go back and check this out.
Absolutely not.
It's fucking hypocrisy.
I would have watched it, and Netflix didn't fucking Netflix. Okay, if Netflix just released it like a normal anime instead of regional, I could get it till September. I might have watched it.
They put it. Oh wait, are they still doing fucking Netflix jail in 2020?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I put that in, I'm like, bro, people have been recommending this to me. I'm so happy. And it's like, oh, this is going to come out in September. And I'm like, I hate you. I hate all of you.
So dumb. That's so... also Call the Night Season 2, which I need to get around to. I've heard a lot of positive things about that as well.
That is my second favorite OP of the year, I think.
Oh, that opening?
I didn't even watch it, but that was a really good OP.
Like that's kind of OP where like I want to hear the fan of Call of the Night. I'm not a huge fan of Creepy Nuts, but I watched that OP and I'm like, God damn it!
Like resentful of how much you like it.
Yeah. It's like fuck.
I don't want to like it, but God, it's a banger.
But it's my second favorite of the year. Fuck.
Okay, for summer, I feel like I have to ask because I saw so many people question why it's become one of those anime that people question why it's still going, which I think is a fair question. Have any of you watched Shield Hero at all or no?
I think I watched the first season. No. I did not have the will to go on.
I've never actually watched Shield Hero. Like when it came out initially, I kind of just wasn't interested, so I never been on that train.
That's fair. It was I remember when it first came out, it was before everyone started really leaning into the support character fantasy stuff. So I was like, oh, this is interesting. And I've watched all of them. I'm now getting to the point where I'm like, okay, you either need to give me something good or I have to jump ship at some point.
I'm not gonna lie, the way you set that up, where you're like, the show keeps coming out and I keep questioning. I thought you were gonna name drop Yami Shibai for a second.
I was thinking you were like Red and Girlfriend. Red and Girlfriend's like 4 seasons deep.
Don't. You don't want me. I will rant for 45 minutes.
Listen,
how much I just
Red and Girlfriend has nothing on Yami Shibai as far as longevity.
That's true.
Yami Shibai is 15 seasons.
Yami Shibai will be going when we die.
Dude, I've been wanting to do a thing of like I want to check out like longer shows and like actually talk about those. Maybe not One Piece, that's different. But like, you know what I mean, shows that like people don't actually know about. And I saw Yami Shibai and I was like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this show that's been going on for 13 seasons?
I cannot speak to the most recent Yami Shibai because I don't watch it anymore, but I did watch at least the first season. I might have watched the second season too. It is okay. It's based on Yami Shibai, like the actual like puppet theater stuff.
Yeah.
And so it kind of has like the same kind of visual style. The horror is done relatively well. Like before Summer Hikaru died, I would say that was probably like one of the better horror stuff.
Yeah.
It's all right. I vividly remember the one because like they still have squat toilets in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and I vividly remember one where a character goes to a squat toilet and then they see like an eyeball in the squat toilet, and you're like, wow, that's fucking creepy. But then like it was like a monster or something, so you're like, oh, okay. I mean, that's
yeah. It's like, well, that's somehow less scary.
Yeah, that's less scary.
Than, like, potentially an actual person.
Yeah.
We didn't really get these movies while the season was airing, but we did get basically 2 Oscar snubs in the summer season as well with the Chainsaw Man and Demon Slayer movies.
Yeah.
So it's like, what is it going to take for like a non Ghibli movie to be nominated for like best animated feature? I think there's only ever been one, which I think was Mirai. Also does Mirai.
Well, no, because Spirited Away won an award. Right?
It did, yeah. Spirited Away won, and they won again in 2023.
How you live like this?
I mean, if you want to be technical, there's 3 if you count 100 meters, which I feel like that should have at least been paying attention to. But I understand why maybe
that's like more of like a neat, but it's like. I mean,
it's niche. Yeah,
let's be real. Let's be real, though. There are some movies that are only nominated for the best animated feature at the Oscars because they are quote unquote successful. Elio was not even a successful movie. I think it flopped pretty fucking hard.
Bombed. That's why I was so mad, because it's like, okay, you have this movie that I think Infinity Castle made either close or at $1 billion, right? Didn't it made like a crazy amount of money?
Yeah, I think it has the record now. I think it overtook Pokemon
Did it
Surf's
overtake Mugen Train? I don't know, but it's one of the highest grossing movies of last year at what is that? Almost $780 million.
Yeah, and then you have Chainsaw Man that at the very least is very critically acclaimed by many people.
Yeah,
and was also widely popular, and you don't count it. What?
Yeah.
What? Like
it is the second highest grossing traditionally animated movie. Do you know what the first is? The Lion King in 1994.
Oh. Damn, really? Still?
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
So it's like, is it just because it's like a sequel or like a tie-in movie to a TV series or whatever? Like, I don't, and like it also had Crunchyroll and Sony pushing really hard. And this is to say nothing about the quality of the movie because, one, I don't think that fucking matters when it comes to Oscar noms. Let's be real. And 2, it made a lot of money, and that is. It's like, if we're gonna give a participation ribbon, a little participation nomination to anything, really, we're gonna do it to like Elio.
Yeah, of all things, to do it to,
and at least with like Ne Zha 2, like the Chinese movie that is now like one of the highest grossing movies of all time. At least we can justify that by saying we just fucking hate Chinese people.
Wow.
at least we could say that China is our great mortal enemy, so therefore we fuck their movies or whatever.
Okay, fair, yeah. No. Holy shit.
Well, at least we could justify that by the fact that we're racist. I mean, I guess maybe not. I mean, this is also Demon Slayer is also kind of racist.
We're going back to the era of the Cold War, baby. We're gonna snub all the Soviet fucking animation.
Yeah, you think you can come up in here in our American soil and talk to us with that Asian bullshit? Nah.
No.
Hell the fuck no.
Listen, none of us are talking about the real Oscar snub.
Which was?
Bond.
I actually didn't watch that.
Bond, the real Oscar snub.
I mean that could, I guess I think that would have qualified for best animated short film. I guess it needs to play in like a movie theater, I think.
It technically did.
Did it?
Yeah, because while I was watching Trash Takes and not absorbed by content, they Giga did put on a theater, put it on in Japan. It wasn't like a one-time release, but he did have it.
It needs to play in a theater in like LA, basically.
Yeah,
to be considered, I think. Maybe it's different. Maybe it's different for the animated short film category. Although the idea of Bond getting an Oscar nomination is really funny.
I would have died. I would have been laughing so hard. It's like, what the fuck?
I mean, like, let's.
I'm assuming you guys didn't like it. I didn't watch it because I was like, I'll get to it and forgot about it.
I liked it. I thought it was just a cute little story.
I don't like it. I don't dislike it. It's just like whatever.
It's just kind of like a whatever thing.
It's like a concept. It's like, oh look, I made this thing. And you're like,
I think like kind of like looking at it removed from the fact that like Giga is attached. If this was just like a thing like what is it, like the young animator training project, if this was something to come out of that, I would watch and be like, this was nice. I liked this.
That that is fair. I think it got a lot of attention because it was, one of the pillars of anime YouTube putting out their own projects, which is like, let's face it, it's so many of us would chomp at the bit for that. So it's kind of like okay,
yeah,
we'll see you.
I don't know. Would I chomp it? I don't. As much as I have opinions on anime, I don't know if I would want to write one.
I would want to write. Yeah, I mean, Gil and I, we both just watched The Red Spectacles in a kind of movie theater last night, and I think you can just make a story about whatever. Nothing matters.
At this point,
listen, I'm gonna make fucking
like when I make the
Australian lolly skateboarders on Mars a reality. Finally,
there we go. Like yeah. So when we become billionaires after our awesome Weeb coin crypto rug pull, we're just gonna use that to start financing anime.
There you go.
There's the bit. We're gonna burn all of our money in the anime industry.
Oh my god! Hey, you can make it back. You never know.
That's true. It's impossible. I don't think Giga made his money back with this.
Oh, he did not.
No, I think he spent like what was like at least $100,000, right?
Yeah, I know that he had to take out a lot of gacha sponsorships in order to fund that. Because I think his mentality was, oh yeah, don't worry about the budget. Just tell me what you need and I'll figure it out.
I'll dig in my piggy bank. I got a couple of those.
Yeah, you crack open the piggy bank. Was there anything else kind of notable? I mean, obviously. I mean,
there's a lot in summer.
Yeah. There's also Panty and Stocking finally came back.
It exists.
What
is the most underrated show of summer though?
Turkey.
Underrated.
Turkey. You think Turkey?
Turkey was another one that was very hard to kick off my watch list because I was like, this looks like it could be fun, but I have.
It is kind of insane, is how I would describe it. It's so weird and so like it's absurd. It's comically absurd, but it's played completely straight, and I love that about it.
Listen. One of the characters murders a guy with a bowling ball.
No, she doesn't. No, she doesn't murder him. She doesn't murder. No. She incapacitates him, and then the other guy murders. Okay.
I feel like that's.
But they do use bowling balls as weapons at point. Like one of them throws the bowling ball, it hits a guy, like rolls the bowling ball, bounces off the ground, hits a guy in the head, and then bounces off his head and hits another guy in the head. I'm just like, this is awesome. This is so sick.
I'm sorry. Do you need to know how much velocity you need in order for a bowling ball to actually bounce?
Yeah. No, it makes zero sense. It doesn't matter.
I know it doesn't, but to imagine that a small Japanese girl has enough power in her arm to throw a bowling ball.
Listen, in bowling, you always get a second throw, okay? And that is the moral of the story.
Well, the girl that aforementioned girl that killed a guy or whatever. Okay, listen, she obsessively killed him. All right, she somehow threw a bowling ball with enough force over like 50 feet over a lake somehow. They're like basically caved his skull. He would have been dead. The only reason he wasn't dead
is because so many questions.
Is that why that show is called Turkey? I have not seen this show.
Yeah, Turkey. It's like a bowling term. Yeah.
Yeah, it's. I didn't realize it was the bowling.
Yeah. This
reminded me,
bowling, but it's also time travel. So they're bowling.
Okay.
What? Yeah. So it's a spoil. I guess kind of spoilers.
It's not really okay. Listen, it's not. It's a spoiler in the same sense that Yuki Yuna saying Yuki Yuna's a magical girl is a spoiler.
True. Right? Like you don't get it the first episode, but then the end of the first episode they bowl, and then they get sent back to like the Sengoku period.
Oh yeah, they had the fucking Big Lebowski reference doing it too.
Oh yeah.
Okay, wait.
And then they bowl in the Sengoku period.
Kinda, yeah.
Well, I have to mention this. I went back to Unbound to see Turkey stuff. The key visuals that they have are pretty normal for the most part. It's just them bowling. That's pretty like standard. The last key visual is them around a burning building as they stand, like shonen posing. What is happening here?
This was great because like initially the posters like everyone thought it was just a bowling show.
Yeah.
Because like it just shows them bowling. It's an anime original, so no one knows where it's gonna go. And it just shows the bowling stuff. And then the end of that first episode, like, does the time travel thing, and everybody was immediately filtered. They're like, "What the fuck is happening?"
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? I think I need to make a video out of this. It's a
really bizarre. It's so absurd, but again, it is played completely straight.
Yep.
That's insane.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. Mumi, I'm gonna guess that you're gonna say your most underrated anime of this season is Deku no Mogura. Yep.
You got it.
Which one's that one?
So Deku no Mogura is like a horror anime. It's not a scary anime.
It's like a supernatural, paranormal, ghost hunting anime.
It's very funny in like a way that's like just really specifically catered toward my humor, I think.
Oh, what's your humor, if I dare ask?
So like it starts off with them like a character just randomly throws a book out a window and it hits this guy in the head, and he's like on the street bleeding. They're like, oh my god, we need to call a hospital. He's like, no, I can't afford an ambulance. I can't go to the hospital. Just come help me, and we'll just, if you need to help me, we'll just go bandage it. And so they go to like his house and down this like weird alley. The humor of it, like it's one of those like rapid fire kind of like straight man kind of comedy shows,
kind of dry,
like, very dry. Like I think at one point they make a joke about the book being heavy because like it was some pretentious shit or something, and like no one actually reads this or something. It was a funny show.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's hard for me to describe I'm not gonna be able to sell it very well, unfortunately, because I think it's been too long since I've seen it. But it is visually, it's really nice looking. It has a very consistent, very interesting and cool art style. It kind of does the what you call it, Gegege no Kitaro thing, except replace Gegege no Kitaro with like an Araragi kind of character who just like makes snide comments and sarcasm, like that kind of thing.
Okay, I can imagine it now.
Yeah, it's good. I think it's my most underrated anime of the season. It is not like of the upper echelon of the season, though.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what about Kamisabaki City?
What?
Yeah, remember Kamisabaki City?
Why is this so familiar?
Oh,
this is another music one that I said looked completely awful.
Oh yeah, no, we watched like the first episode. I'm like, oh, this. Which, by the way, the first episode is titled "Witchling Part 2."
That's terrible.
So we watched the first episode, or maybe there's like an episode 0 or something. I don't know.
We did watch episode 0. We did not start with episode 1 of the series.
Whatever.
But
part 2. Whatever.
We were laughing at the fact that the first episode is part 2.
Yeah.
It's like, why did you do episode like, 0?
It's like so like. That's the thing. It almost had like a so bad it's good energy to it, and then I think we watched like the second episode, and it was just really fucking boring, and we're really confused. And we just
we were like, oh no, this is just bad.
And it's like this has like a really weird, like edgy, chuny energy to it. Which when it's really leaning into that, it can be really funny. When it's not, it's just whatever. And then we learned that it's the same creator, same director as Ave Mujika. And we're just kind of like, oh, I guess that explains literally everything.
It is funny.
Like, I see.
It is funny because I feel like on most like discussions, when people are like, "Oh, what is the most underrated anime this season?" I feel like people are gonna be like, you have like two groups of people, right? You have the people that will be like, "Oh, Silent Witch," or Grand or Clevites are the most underrated this season.
Yeah.
And then there's the group of people that are like, "Oh, Rory Rocks is the most underrated anime this season."
With You in the Rain.
With You in the Rain, and then we're over here like, yeah, Deku no Mogura.
Herky.
Turkey. This is like the fuck is wrong with these people?
None of us watched.
Okay, which is funny because. Which is funny because With You in the Rain is probably mine.
There's nothing wrong with. I'm just saying, like,
no,
I'm pointing out that we're so far gone that, like, when we're like, oh, you should watch this, it just sounds like we're like schizophrenic to people because
we're just making.
Why are you recommending these fucking shitty anime to me? Like, what, Yuri Rocks is so underrated. Why aren't you talking about Yuri Rocks? Why aren't you talking about With You in the Rain? And it's like. Yeah, like in a conventional context, I would say they're underrated, but like, they're not underrated in the circles we're in. We're just.
Listen, your net worth is your net worth, okay?
Yeah, in the grand scheme of things, it's not gonna really be underrated.
Yeah,
right. Like I could admit, like something like With You in the Rain, there's probably enough people actually giving it attention for it to pay attention, but it's not the things you were talking. Like I saw no one talk about Turkey. I saw no one talk about it. And I probably would have watched those two if, Summer didn't blow its fucking load on so many big shit.
I
had to be content brained and be like, well, what am I going to talk about? The fucking music anime that probably like 20 people watched?
I just had to lampshade. I just had to lampshade it for like the 5 people that clicked on this and curiosity and were then like, why aren't they saying this is underrated? This was so underrated. It's like this is where our headspace is at. This is how far gone down the fucking Overton window we are.
It's like
right?
Honestly,
like
I was kind of. No.
I want to say See Tomorrow at the Food Court. I would say is also maybe not the most popular show, but. That also did still, nonetheless, at least in the circles that I was seeing and people on Twitter and stuff, still got a lot of attention and a lot of love. I feel like I was still like defending Turkey more often than not, being like, no, it's good.
No, it's good. Trust
whereas
me.
Whereas everyone who watched See You Tomorrow at the Food Court implicitly understood its quality. All right, it's genius. Of two girls talking about nothing in a food court.
Okay, but there's something. Hold on. There's something pleasant about that.
It is
of the mundane of just two people you wouldn't necessarily assume who would be friends finding some similarities of just eating at a food court. Everyone can relate to that.
It is the My Dinner with Andre of anime. Okay, it is.
Yes.
Like from the first episode, I was immediately enamored with how it was just able to make a single conversation in a single location, like actually engaging, like visually and in terms of like the actual discussion taking place.
Psy is one of those people that's like, ooh, Lucky Star, this is like a podcast derogatory. Oh, food court, this is like a podcast complimentary.
Yeah, it all depends on like the people. Like no one listens to this podcast because we're like unlikable assholes, but That doesn't mean all podcasts are as bad as this one.
I get what you mean. Also, it's not a bad podcast. You guys, hey, assholes are back in. Assholes are back in if you haven't noticed.
We're so back,
We're so back. 2026 is the year.
Now I'm just waiting for the emo scene to come back so my music taste won't be
Yeah. In terms of anime like that we hated, again, maybe it might have been Kamisabaki City if we decided to continue watching. Maybe it turns out to be pretty good. I don't know. People loved Ave Mujika, and I'm sure I'll get to that shit someday, but which Ave Mujika was also this year. That was like the winter season. I don't think anyone's watched that.
I really didn't like Necronomico.
I was fine with it. It just did not. Again, it's a mix of things. One, summer was just a really strong season in general, and we were already watching a lot. And two, it's just like did not meet the cutoff basically.
Oh, I will. Okay, I did finish. This is a season. I watched the one show this year that I rated like a 3.
Okay.
Oh. Okay.
And it was Night of the Living Cat.
No, was that bad? No, it looks so cute.
I was hyped for it going in.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, okay, Takashi Miike,
legendary director.
Legendary shit. So I'm hyped for this stupid premise of like zombies, but like they're cats or whatever.
And everyone gets turned into cats because they're just touching them. And does it not lean into the absurdity of that?
It does. So okay, it does, but it is very lost in the sauce of just movie references.
Yeah,
and
we
never
weirdly referencing movies.
It never like threads those references together in a way that's like interesting, where I'm just like, I don't care about any of this.
Yeah.
It doesn't look good. Like the animation's not very good. There's some memorable shots with like cats or whatever, but like generally it's not super great looking. I was just really let down that I did not like this anywhere near as much as I was hoping I would.
Yeah.
Seeing Takashi Miike was making a cat zombie movie or series.
Which is that his first anime, or has he directed anything else? No, I believe that he had. Oh no, I guess he had chief director credits on the Onimusha adaptation as well.
Yeah,
but
that's so disappointing, especially for like an anime not like that, to just not fully commit to everything and just become just a spot fest for movies.
Yeah,
kind of sucks.
Yeah, I was sad.
That's also not in terms of the movie stuff, but that's how I also felt about Necronomia and the game show. For a show that looks as wild and insane as it is, it didn't do well. First of all, the AI dub was terrible.
Oh god, the fucking AI sucks. Yeah.
Yeah, let's get that out of the way.
Jesus Christ, yeah.
That was fucking terrible. But also, like, I sat there, I'm like, you have all these wacky characters with all these wacky premises and like such this out of world idea for our foundation, then you do nothing with it. What are we doing?
It was one of those shows that I feel like was kind of top heavy and like conceptually it was pulling a lot of weight. Where I was like, oh, you know, you have these old gods that are secretly behind the scenes of all these like death games, and with new technology, it's kind of like a commentary on, you know, the faces of how these people do death games has changed, but the people pulling the strings are the same, and you know, very, very front loaded in that regard. But I was like, this is not a series. Like, just from the first 2 episodes, like, this is not a series that down the stretch is going to like pay this off in a meaningful way. Like, I can put a lot of stuff like that in the first 2 episodes just from the concept, but it is not, the execution is not there. Like, this is just not going.
It was such a waste of a concept. It's like, damn, you did nothing with this. You had it, and you're just like, it felt like they held back a lot of what they could have done.
Well, at least you got CGI anime Fall Guys.
Oh yeah, that was fucking great.
I'm gonna post that to Sakuga,
bro. And then the fall season, which we kind of already talked about a little bit before we really started the episode, but yeah, fall season. Yeah, we talked about this not the last episode, but recently. It's just kind of. Season. There's some good stuff, but
to be fair, I feel like if I were to catch up on like Cinderella Grey or maybe Tandemo Skills,
catch up on One Punch Man so you can watch season 3. Maybe that would save the season.
Maybe season Spy Family season 3. Like maybe those could like help my perception of the season.
The final season. We'll catch up on all of My Hero Academia so you can watch the final season and save winter 2025, fall 2025.
My Hero Academia is gonna save the season, baby.
Finally. Even then, I don't think there's much, man. Because everything else was like. It was okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff that I like, but nothing I really love. Probably the closest would be like the Tatsuki Fujimoto shorts, but
Ganglion, Ninja vs. Gakudo, and the Shojima as a Kamen Rider one are fun.
Okay.
Yeah, I've seen a few episodes of those. Those were like, oh,
I probably watched Ganglion. It seems silly.
It's pretty good. I mean, it's a short, so there's not a lot. There's only so much you can do to like help a season.
Right,
It's only 3 minutes an episode. And then like Shibake was consistently solid.
I did watch some of this Monster Wants to Eat Me, which I always just described as, oh, so that's just Yuri's Summer Hikaru died. Got it.
Yeah, yes and no. It's
I'm not in the sense of like the horror, the like intense horror aspects of the actual exploration it does. It's the shallow, more straightforward Yuri version.
Yeah,
listen, there's no monster Yuri anime like Yuri Kuma Arashi. Nothing's gonna reach that standard again.
I mean, maybe One Dance was good, but I don't know, just the CG dancing, not.
Just read the manga.
Yeah. The actual story was pretty good. It's just visually it's so hard.
I mean,
also I can't get over the fact that Scatman got played.
Oh god, that fucking killed me.
Episode 1 or 2. I forget which one. I just remember sitting. That's the first time I have just left the room watching anime. Like I paused the screen, I looked at it, I'm like, that's the Scatman. That's the song. That's just the music video. I was like, I don't know what I'm looking at right now.
Just get in your car, just drive off.
Just drive away. Drive away to never come home. You become a missing person. and that is the only clue they have to like solve your cases. For some reason, Scatman is on your computer.
Someone finds me just sitting on a rock on a hill 5 years later, like big beard, being like, "Where'd you go? Why was Scatman being played?"
It's like I've spent a lifetime learning.
I have no answers.
I would like to watch Let's Play at some point. Again, maybe if only to laugh at it. But goddamn.
You said you really liked the may I ask for one more thing?
Yes. Yeah. That one was probably, in my opinion, the best like new show to come out for winter. And it's purely just a show where you see someone who's fucking over it and starts beating everybody's ass. There is like a good romance aspect to it, but it's just super fun. It's just fun seeing someone being like, yeah, this is a world of magic in which like all that stuff. I'm just gonna punch you.
Yeah.
See, as the resident girls punching things enjoyer, I didn't get much out of it, to be honest.
Okay, now to be fair, this was my first deep dive into girls punching things.
So now you gotta watch Symphogear and Yuki Yuna. And
yeah. Well, okay, to be fair, that is not true. My first one was Airmaster, which is technically not punching, it's kicking. But like for someone who's not have watched it, this was nice, and I want to watch more.
I think my problem with it is it reminded me too much of like Fist of the North Star and how it kind of approached Scarlet as a character. Where
you know what? That's completely fair. I get what you mean. As just the character who just goes and beats up. It doesn't have any real force.
Very power fantasy, which like I think it's cool in the sense of like there's a representation for. There's not enough girls just like punching the fuck out of people. But like just as like a pure appeal level, I'm just like she's just doing like the I remember like she's like talking to the fucking pig orc people. She's like, I'm gonna cook you up and eat you. I was like, this is really corny. I'm not feeling this.
I think as for someone who's just watched so much fantasy that is like super bog standard type of stuff, and I'm just like, I just need some fantasy to be different. It came at a really good time. I think that's why I'm more positive on it. Because it's like there's so much fantasy nowadays. It's either isekai or just something else. And I'm just like, I just want something different, man. I'm tired.
Now you're at a point you got to go into the isekai Naro deep dive, and then you will have a greater appreciation for all these things that are coming out.
Or I mean, if you want a fantasy show that's different, we didn't watch this, but I would like to watch Disney Twisted Wonderland the animation season 1.
Oh,
episode.
What the fuck are you recommending people?
I actually did watch a couple of episodes of that. This
Was it
so
good?
weird. I appreciate what they did with the Disney lore, honestly.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say it's good. I'm not gonna say it's great, but like, if you grew up watching the Disney movies, which I don't know how many of us didn't,
Yeah.
like, it's a nice little look at what they do with the characters. I will say this: it is definitely, if you got a girl in your life that loves the cute boy anime type stuff, this is it. This is it. This is it for them.
See, now we've just lost our, like, I don't know how many people are dating anyone in this fucking podcast audience.
Okay, not like dating. You have a female friend; they could be into it too.
Oh, you're friend zoned.
Your friend,
you watch anime with your mom.
No, if you're listening to that, let's be real. If you're listening to this podcast, there's a good chance you don't have any friends.
I think there's a good chance you don't have any parents. I was like,
You don't have any parents. You probably haven't spoken to a woman in the last 5 years.
Listen, this podcast embodies fatherless behavior.
Oh my god.
Jesus. I don't know.
Listen,
that might be fun.
To the listeners, there is hope for you. I swear to God.
There is no hope.
Just take a shower, lose some weight. I swear to God.
No, do not fall for
as
the
someone on the wrong side of 30. There is no hope.
Do not fall for the capitalist self-improvement scam. There is no such thing as self-improvement. All right.
Listen,
it only ever gets worse. All it does is make.
Listen,
It's all just a scam.
Listen to me, audience. I'm 28. I haven't hit 30 yet. There's hope.
It's all.
I swear to God.
It's all just a scam to make you a more productive laborer. Okay, it's all just to reproduce the conditions of capitalism. Therefore, in order as a proletarian rebellion,
this podcast has really gone up
from
its
all
own ass.
relationships
This
with
fucking
boys
piece of
from
shit.
here on out.
Oh my god.
He's right.
I almost forgot you were there.
Yeah.
I would expect you to come in during an RO shit. What the fuck?
What is
I don't
Noro, by
want
the
to
way?
create an argument.
Oh, do you not recommend that you go down the Isakai Noro pipeline?
No,
he would.
No, he would. That's his whole thing.
Yeah.
That's his only
Gil
personality trait.
Gil is the isekai
That's
guy.
the only thing that he's in. That and trains. Okay. He's that kind of autistic.
Oh,
yeah, he really likes trains, and he really likes, isekai.
Did you watch Train at the End of the World?
No, I watched 2 shows from last year.
Well, that wasn't last year. That was 2024.
Oh,
how are you gonna be the train guy? You didn't watch fucking Train at the End of the World?
Have you not seen Night of the Galactic Railroad?
Crashing out.
I have seen that.
Have you seen Galaxy Express 39?
No.
Oh, there you go. What
I'm fucking crashing
fan.
out.
There's so many train anime. What the fuck?
Listen,
you even watched Thomas the Tank Engine?
Trains are a pivotal part of the Japanese identity. All right, they are very proud that of their train system, the Tokyo Metro.
Gil, you should just write like an isekai story about a guy from our world just implementing like urbanist city planning policies in another world.
That'd be pretty good. Yeah.
And that's the title. I got reincarnated to a world so I can implant urban tech. Architectural properties.
Urbanist city. Making walkable cities in another world.
Exactly. Making modern
interesting. Like it'd be like somehow the other world is card dependent.
Yeah. Somehow the medieval other world is not.
No, it's
cart it could be dependent. A future world.
Cart dependent.
It's cart dependent.
Cart dependent.
Yeah,
before we turn this into a fucking isekai podcast, what do we want to list, like, I don't know, our top 10 anime of the year?
Yeah.
Do we have a top 10?
No Genzite.
Let me see here. So I've got. Let me see. My number one would be Apocalypse Hotel, definitely.
Okay. Okay.
And then, do we want to count movies or just TV shows?
Whatever you want to do. If you want to throw movies on yours,
I'll throw movies. I'll put movies on mine. So my number 2 would probably be 100 Meters.
Okay.
And then number 3 would then be Rory Rocks.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Which I think we talked about that. Rory Rocks is also kind of like a weird show where it has this like very like gooner like designs to it, which I really like. But then there's also a really strong, like an interesting emotional core. And I also like how it's kind of talking about the geology and mineralogy as a science is as much about people as it is the natural world. There's a lot of really interesting stuff.
Okay, nerd.
But it also has fucking hot girls in it, so you know it's got something for everyone. It's great.
That's how you teach people.
It's beautifully animated.
Women.
All right,
hot, busty.
Her fucking ass jiggling and stuff.
Women.
It's awesome. You could tell how much love is put into every aspect of the show. It's wonderful.
People getting bricked up about fucking Rory Rocks.
And then so then it would probably be
who wouldn't.
And then number 4 would probably be G-Quux. 5 would be Medalist, and then 6 I would say is Taco P.
Oh yeah, G-Cuck's above Medalist.
It's really close. I'm kind of just listing those 3 kind of arbitrarily. Okay. And then I would say then probably City, and then
oh my god,
I know, right? It's like it gets really hard. It's really close, but then City. Then Cocoon, so what's that, 8? And then below that, I would probably say, that's probably where I put the food court anime. And then below that, there's just a lot of competition because it's like, no, I would say below that probably be Mono. Yeah.
Turkey.
Yeah, no, Turkey's not in my top 10.
No, it's not in your top 10?
No, it's not in my top 10.
Damn.
But yeah, it would be like, Mono, and then like the food court show that would be like rounding out my top 10 basically.
Okay, our top 10s, even though I don't have movies, our top 10s are too close.
They
like just different permutations of each other.
Just different permutations. That makes sense. Yeah, I feel like the one thing that we're gonna be like divided on are is probably Rory Rocks, Cocoon, and food court, and that's probably only because you haven't seen Cocoon.
So City Animation is my anime of the year. I already said that. Pocket Hotel is second. Mono is third. Taco P is fourth. Fujimoto Tatsuki 1726 is fifth. I would count that.
Okay. Yeah.
Medalist is sixth. G-Cuck 7. Dawn to Dawn 8. My Dress Up Darling's 9th, and then Summer Hikaru Died's 10th.
All right.
My list is going to be completely different from y'all's.
Good. We need something different.
Well, not. Okay. There's going to be some similarities.
Okay.
My number 1 definitely is going to go to Taco P.
Okay.
Number 2 is going to be To Be Hero X.
Okay.
Number 3 would be Shirley Anna Shirley. Fuck!
Shirley, the Japanese ordering of her name.
No. 3 is Apocalypse Hotel.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
4 is Shirley. Anna Shirley. Fuck!
Where did you pick calling her by her last name first from?
Yeah.
I don't think they do that.
I don't know. It's okay. So I like for some reason Shirley Ann sounds more natural to me than Anna Shirley. So in my mind, it's like, yeah, her name's Shirley Ann. It's like, no, it's Anna Shirley. Stop. Fuck.
I just see kind of like Raggedy Ann, like the doll.
It's like, yeah, I know, Raggedy Ann. Where did you get that from? Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Number 5, I probably put Zenshu at number 5.
Okay.
Oh, so Zenshu went from like bottom of the barrel to number 5. It was
God damn.
To be fair, it wasn't bottom of the barrel. It was more like, I get the quality, but you fell off at the end till like, oh, I'm stupid.
I feel bad I don't have Zenshu in my top 10.
Kind of crazy, yeah.
Dude, it's fine.
It's less a reflection of Zenshu and more so a reflection of just there were just better executed things. Even though I like Zenshu as an anime original.
I think so. I think that's fair. I'm not gonna lie. A big part of what's putting it up there is the animation. I'm gonna be honest, because that shit's beautiful. That shit is beautiful.
It is a very beautiful love letter to animation.
Yes. Number 6 is The Summer Hikaru Died. Number 7 is... Well, we didn't talk about it. I didn't get the chance. I didn't talk about it at all, but Now Lu Generic Romance. I forgot to bring that up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no, yeah, we didn't talk about
that one is
Kowloon.
really good.
Kowloon was really good.
That one was really good. Number 8 would be Rock is a Lady's Modesty. Number 9 would... It's game fucking hard. Gotcha Yakuta I'd probably put on there. And then number 10... God, I'm debating between like 4.
I'm slowly.
That's the thing.
leaning
That's the
closer
thing.
to the edge of my
Like my
seat.
top 10. I'm glad my top 10 is like.
Oh,
For once, actually, this is kind of rare. My top 10 is all like 8 out of 10s. Usually it's like 8s, a couple 8s and some 7s. But it's all 8 out of 10s for me this year, and that means it's not hard for me to pick out stuff from the bottom of my list.
well, that's the thing. Everything I listed, I would rate pretty. I don't think anything I listed I would probably put under. I don't think I put anything under an 8.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it. Fuck. What
See,
would
if
I-
we're going by
what would I
score
put?
brain rot, I only have 1 8 this year, and the rest are all 7s. My anime of the year lists are typically mostly 7s.
Yeah.
Oh.
Pick one. Gun to your head right now. Do it. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna fucking put a bullet in your head. You're gonna die. You're gonna die.
Fine, Soul Leveling. Because it was either between Soul Leveling, My Dress Up Darling 2, My Happy Marriage 2, or Donadon 2. So all sequel.
Yeah.
Damn. Soul leveling above My Dress Up Darling.
It was between those two. I was like, Dress Up or Solo. Dress Up or Solo. I don't know which one.
You know,
They're interchangeable. They're interchangeable.
looking at my decade,
I like.
anime,
I haven't seen either, but I have seen the first season of both. And I like both. But My Dress Up
They're
Darling
good.
has sexy Gyaru, so
True.
That's true.
I'm just saying heavy plus.
heavy plot. I mean,
Yes, but aura forming.
Momo's a Gyaru.
But Aura.
Yeah.
No, she's more of a gal, I guess, actually.
So then, how do we feel? Yeah. So what in terms of your decade list, Mumi? How does this year look?
Well, so comparing it to like the other years of this decade, outside of 2020, because I mean, 2020 just got cocked. I mean, it's not really fair to.
Extremely cocked.
There is only one year that like I have 6s on my anime of the year list, and that's 2023.
Was 2023 that? I'm trying to remember.
Like 2023 has Pluto and Vinland Saga season 2, which are like fucking insane, and then it has JJK season 2,
huge.
and then like I like Edome Elf and Magical Destroyers. They're in my top 5, but like outside of that, like I guess people.
I think
I
this
also
year
have.
This year there are 3 anime in my top 10 for the decade so far. So it's Apocalypse Hotel, Rory Rocks, and 100 Meters.
As far as anime of the decade, City is like on the short list. It'd be like top 5-ish, top 6.
Mhm.
And then Apocalypse Hotel is like just outside my top 10. Like I think it's like
I would
11
say-
or 12.
I would say for the decade, I'd probably have. I actually think I have 4. That would potentially make a decade list.
Hold on. Let me pull this up because I think contextually what I'm thinking of, I am including movies. So
Oh, 2023 had Oshinoko. No, 2023 wasn't bad.
it has Oshinoko, but like I have a lot of
Delusions came out in
6s out of that
2023.
year. Though my top 10.
Fair.
Fuck. 2025? Where the fuck is my fucking anime the okay. Yeah. So on my top 10, City would be number 3.
Oh, for the decade?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
And this
Below
is
Day-to-Day
including
and Pluto?
movies. No, below 4.0 and Day-to-Day.
Okay.
I mean, to be fair, I am like a huge Nichijou fan, so
Yeah.
That is okay, fair.
That's where it gets grandfathered in almost. Like, I did notice this. A lot of my top anime of the decade are all from like creators that are already kind of really high on my lists, or like sequels or whatever. So like Evangelion 4.0, Ava's like my favorite anime of all time. Dead Dead Demons, Pun Pun's my favorite and manga of all time. City Nichijou is in my top 20, 30-ish anime. Pluto Monsters in my top 50 anime. Vinland Saga, I really love fucking Planetes. Boy and Heron is fucking Miyazaki. It's not until you get to like look back on my anime of the decade where it's like someone new.
Yeah.
And that's like number 7.
Which, to be fair, with so much anime that comes out, I feel like that makes sense. That you would have creators that have already proven their worth to you to have their other projects as well.
Yeah. So then how do we play, where will we say this year 2025 is, like, in terms of the context of the decade so far?
In comparison?
Yeah.
I would say it's like, I'd probably put second or third.
What would you say are like first or potentially second?
Glimpsing over them real quick, 2023 had a lot of stuff. And I feel like 2023, Jesus, has a lot really in stock for it, since a lot of what debuted for some like shows is where they got their peak. Like 2023 has the debut of Apothecary Diaries, there's the debut of Frieren. You had stuff like Zom 100 and the like what else came out? Yeah, like there was a lot of shows that like debuted that were like extremely big, which is why I look at 2023. I'm trying to remember what came out for those other seasons, because I don't remember much of 2022 and 2024.
So like,
but I feel like 2021 also didn't have
I might be tempted to say 2025 is my favorite year of the decade so far. I'm looking at it. I remember when we talked about 2024 last year, we really liked that year. And I felt that like I had, looking at my list, like a good gradient over the course of the year between shows that I liked the most. And then it kind of like, generally there was like a gradient of me like shows that I liked all right, in that kind of range.
Are you going to be doing the thing where every year is your favorite anime?
Absolutely, 100%.
Jesus.
Because then like 2023, what we talked about is like it had Vinland Saga Season 2 and Pluto, which are like really stand out, and then everything else is just kind of like, yeah. 2022 had good stuff in it, but nothing. It was like, it had like Lycoris Recoil, which is definitely up there for me. Then apart from that, and then 2021 had a lot of really interesting original anime in it, but it's also kind of a little bit more all over the place with those original anime as well. There were also adaptations like Osama Ranking, which I liked quite a bit as well. And then 2020 was just 2020. You like it?
I'm not even going to include 2020 just because it's just
it feels unfair.
Yeah. I would say,
why did something happen?
No,
it was just it's
global.
A lot of things happen in the industry that just
well, the first year of the decade is kind of like just the last decade, so it's really just the 2010s.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty
But
much.
would I say that about 2025? If I say like 2025, my favorite year of the decade, I feel like I'm just saying 2 seasons. I'm talking about 2 seasons for the most part.
No, I mean winter. I would say winter. I mean fall definitely fell off, but
yeah, but even then, like winter, like in terms of like the top shows for me from winter, it's basically just Medalist, and then it's spring and summer are just kind of dominating the rest.
And I guess I got Medalist, Zenshu, and Myth of Emotion. So
okay,
then Sora Utility, I guess.
Yeah.
I would rank it. 2024 is my favorite. 2025 is second favorite.
Okay.
2022 is my third. It's hard to compare 2022 and 2021.
Yeah.
I feel like 2022 benefits from having better shows at the top. Like you got Mob, Tatami Time Machine Blues, Cyberpunk, and Bocchi. And then the Isekai Oji-san like rounds up my top 5, which is like still really good.
Also, 2022 does benefit from like the backlog that studios have of like, hey, we can finally do stuff now.
I thought that was 2021 because 2021 had like a lot of originals.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I guess like maybe both kind of do. But that 2021 just, it has like a song ranking of Sunny Boy and then like Eden and Deities. Yeah, Eden and Deities, Never, No Only Peace, Nomad, and Gekidol are all. I feel like Gekidol is like the one everyone's gonna be like, what the fuck? But like those are all good, but like I don't know, I feel like 2022 just swings a little bit stronger. Plus then you get like Chainsaw Man.
I'd be inclined to agree. Although I think what we talked about is like we like the risk in 2021 with all these interesting original projects.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then 2023 would be my least favorite, despite having Pluto and Vinland Saga Season 2.
That's kind of the thing, yeah. Also Boy and the Heron.
Well, I don't include movies.
True.
So.
Also had Blue Giant. But yeah, in terms of TV series, yeah. Did have free reign?
It didn't feel like 2023 was like that bad, really. When we like, I guess maybe it's just more just every year has been pretty good so far. The 2020s, but like none have been like great. Because like it's weird because like I always go back and compare like the 2010s to this decade, where I'm like, fuck. At this point in the 2010s, like I already had Hyoge Mono was a 9, Madoka I gave a 10, Hyoka was an 8, Humanity's Decline was an 8, Shinsekai Yori is an 8, Nichijo's an 8, Hunter x Hunter is an 8. Like I had like so many like more, I feel like stronger years and like stuff that was like rating it much higher.
Yeah.
And it's like a weird dance of sorts where it's like I don't know if it's like that came at a time like I was watching those when I was like kind of more susceptible to like impressionable, and so like maybe Hyoge Mono wouldn't be quite as high if I watched it today I guess a seasonal today.
Yeah.
Are you saying you've become more jaded over the years?
I don't know if it's like a mixture of that or if it's just like there's just a better sample for like the first part of the 2010 decade.
Yeah.
Because like it's not like the later part of the decade I don't think was as good. Like 2016 is a really good year. 2018 is pretty strong. 2019 was not very good. Even before 2020 happened. 2015 was a weak year.
I think I see what you mean because I think early 2010s. It came off of that boom of the 2000s where everyone was trying to really get a foothold in the West. I think the 2010s was around the era of like people trying new stuff now that there was a market. But I feel like at some point in the middle or towards the end of the 2010s, anime sort of fell into like a predictable rhythm. Where, like, even though things started coming out super new, it was all kind of just blending in to become the same thing. And I feel like that started around, like, 2017, 2018.
I don't know what it is. Like,
it's weird for me because especially we've seen so much more anime from 2024 and 2025 than we have from, like, the other years in this decade. Like, I'm looking at my list right now and jumping, like, 2023... It doesn't take long for me to scroll through all the things that I've seen in 2023. Or as I go to 2025 and like I have to scroll down quite a bit more to look at all the things that I've seen from this year.
Yeah. I mean, that could definitely play a part. I look at my like top 10, like say from like 2007, because 2007 is like a fucking that's one of the years of like, oh, this is one of the best years of all time. Like that, and like 2011, 2006, like those are the years everyone like fucking points to. And like, yeah, 2007, you got like Gurren Lagann, Mononoke, Denukoi, like you get like some really good stuff. And it's consistently good. Like the bottom of my list is like Bokurano, Nodame, and Hinamari Sketch, that kind of level shows. But like, I don't think every year is necessarily on that level. I mean, like 2008, I've got like Macross Frontier in my top 10, which I like. I think it's good, but like, I don't know if I'd put Macross Frontier over everything from this year. Like, it's a weird thing to compare. It's hard to like quantify because like I'm not
There's
watching.
So
yeah, we don't consistently watch every fucking thing of every fucking year over the last like 25 years to be able to try even like make a comparison. It's just
it's such a big task. It's already a big task doing that with like the stuff that you watch in 1 year, given how much stuff comes out. To do that for a decade and then all time is so hard. It's so hard.
Yeah,
especially since everyone, it's like you look at just the varying amount of qualities and how that judges and how what is depicted to be quality at that time. Like what we probably call quality in 2007 is different for 2017, and it'll be different in 2027.
I think it's just weird because like I think we're getting so much more stuff now, and I think we saw the effects of that kind of toward the end of the decade, like you were talking about, of the 2010s, where I think now we're kind of seeing the upward trajectory where like now we're still getting a lot of shit, and I don't mean shit derog, it's just general shit.
Yeah,
there's
a lot of stuff. Yeah.
But like now we're getting more stuff that is kind of on a higher level than it has been in the past. Where like I would say like there was like a peak in like the 2006 2008 sort of range that kind of like went down a bit toward the beginning of the 2010s, and then you kind of peak out at like 2011, and then obviously like as the decade progressed it kind of like declined as more stuff was being produced, and now I think we're kind of going up again.
Yeah, well, I would agree with that. I think it picked up again. I want to say so, like I said, somewhere around 2017 or 2018, where people kind of figured out, and then obviously stuff happened, and then people kind of locked in understanding more, and now we're getting more quality because now anime is this phenomenon of a thing that has kind of taken over like everything, to where people are now pushing out more stuff, they're willing to do more stuff. So like the level of quality is there, but there's also so many people who see how big the industry is now, and they're still being very formulaic with what they put out because they're like, someone will watch it. So it's one of those weird things where it's like more good is coming, but also more average and bullshit is also coming out too.
Yeah. Well, like I think, like I said, it's been more shit in general, but like now I think the industry is kind of catching up to that model, where like now we're getting more good stuff alongside that.
Yeah.
But it's hard to fucking quantify.